Okay, DENKAR, before we start, I have to shout out the members. So it'll be like 50 guys.
Oh
so,
wow, really? Yeah. Okay. I'm so sorry. I usually skip that part of yours on video. I'm gone. Take your time.
Okay, anyways, welcome back to another episode of PSY-POD. This is the podcast that is about nothing. It's when we bring local people to talk about other stuff with the local vibes. We're just like the backbench in your section where we stay in this back, put books and stacked up, sleep and eat YY and what do you call potato chips mixed with maybe iced refresh. Same vibe we bring to this podcast. Anyways, if this is your first time watching this podcast, please do consider subscribing when you finish watching. Maybe listen to 5 minutes. Anyways, before we begin, we always have to thank DOMCIIP for helping us support this podcast with the equipment that you see today. And also, we also give shout out, as always, to our members, our dedicated pod heads who help keep the lights on, like I always say. So bear with me. Like DENKAR said, you can skip to the next part, or at least 2 seconds of fame. Okay, so here we go. Deki tttt, PSY-POD 1 like Sibai, Lhazzzy, NoPay, Wangdi Inola, Pemachuzek, drakpaaa, RINXIN, Bonde 69, Deki Tiga, 18 Jan, Chuksss, Phuntsho, Wangchen, double Gyelmo, chho UP, MrMeow, Lekzin, Ugin Arsenal gunning for second, Dhendupnw, Leo, T.13K, Jimmy Samdrup, Deki GaZom, Sring Palma, Espelma, Nimotop, Jamangishe, Petso, Zambia, Chimi, Ditenzi, Chimi, Jintaka, Cases, Me, Kezamwama, Tashila Pems, Kezadem, Dawan Palm, Getting Hub, Pemapao, Tsogi, Shan Spike, Madness, Ultron Bhutan, Ocean, and Tashtoji. With that being said, PSY-POD starts.
PSY-POD, PSY-POD, PSY-POD.
By the way, this episode is sponsored by GaZom's Desserts. So GaZom Desserts is a cafe which serves nice hot drinks, good vibes, and you won't guess it, Japanese desserts. So they're known for their famous Japanese cheesecake. So what makes this cheesecake Japanese? I don't know. Maybe it's made by some sumo wrestler or something. Why don't you go visit and find out? So when you go visit and find out, you need to know the locations. Yes, I said locations, not one but two, because GaZom Desserts has actually 2 locations, one being in Taba and one being in Khangkhu, Paro. So if you like the urban chilly vibes of the Taba area, maybe go check it out if you're in Thimphu. And maybe if you're an air hostess or work in Paro as a teacher in NIE class or whatever it may be in the airport, why don't you guys go check out in Khangkhu as well for GaZom's Desserts. They've got nice Japanese interior, pleasant vibes, and like I said, nice desserts. So a great place to take your friends, your families, your girlfriends, your, divorcees, anybody. And you can go and say maybe, PSY-POD sent you and they might give you an extra scoop of ice cream, or maybe you'll just be awkward. But regardless, if you want to fix your sweet tooth or you want to accentuate your diabetes, GaZom Desserts is a nice place to go. Anyways, back to the video. Which side is it now? We're
This
back.
side, you.
So, yeah, I don't know. Anyways, welcome back. Before we start getting to it, let's have our guests introduce themselves. So maybe you know this person, maybe you don't. But for those who don't, please say hello and introduce yourself to our local and global fans.
Yeah, global fans. Kuzu Zangpula and hello everyone. This is DENKAR's Getaway. I'm a travel vlogger, content creator, and also a writer. Yeah, from Bhutan. And who loves Bhutan so much. I've extensively traveled within Bhutan for the last 6 years, and I'm still traveling around, creating contents and doing things that I love to do, which is traveling. Yeah. And thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for coming.
Such an honor.
Yeah, thank you for coming. Speaking of traveling, she just got back from Australia.
Yes.
Australian dream top.
I made lots of money and I thought that's enough. I need to head back home and spend money here.
Wow, what middle path entrepreneur that you are.
I know, right?
Very nice. Okay, so before we begin, please do enjoy some boba, which is
you.
drinks are sponsored
seriously,
today.
I've heard a lot about this drink, but I've never really. There's cafe there.
Yeah, it's a cafe called Bubble.
It's from cafe,
from
right?
Bubblicious. So thank you, Bubblicious, for helping us with bubble tea. This is Thai tea. This is Thai tea.
Love
this
Thai
one,
tea.
You want to have this? This is Thai tea.
That's all right.
This is what I don't know. Wait, 1 second.
How do you even open
You
this?
stab it. No, I'm not sure.
My
That's
God.
Yeah. Please I think image.
Ana lingi si jigi de wai.
Okay, sorry, population.
Size like trying to be too.
At gaon
too. I need that you love this. You just need to poke lo. Poke virgin. No, that's how a lady drinks. Chimi tumude.
Wait, let me throw that. Sorry.
Oh, that's how you do.
Yeah.
Or probably there's some other ways to drink, but. Love at first sip, Lome.
Yeah. So yes. Traveled from Australia. Australia comes day?
I was there for almost 2 months there.
Wow, 2 months.
Oh.
So you were there to meet the husband or
No, I was there for work. Yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
Kataber.
Thank
It's our
you.
first time having a
Wow.
juice drink
Wow.
date. Are you still single?
Oh, pearls, pearls.
That's nice.
What's your flavor? Fruit maya.
Fruit, yeah, it's passion fruit.
Ooh.
Okay, so yeah, I was there for work. Work as in I was there to screen the film
Hey,
with
the
Love
mo-
from Bhutan.
Yeah, we'll talk about
and
that
on the Anale movie then I was there in Perth for a month. Then I went to Canberra because my husband and my sister, they live there. Then I returned. And post earthquake, I was in Bangkok.
Oh shit. You already there during the earthquake or
No,
right
it
after?
was right after the earthquake. So I was like, okay, all's well.
Snetang gadadu.
Nabishi netang di gara se mera tu.
Yeah.
I think it's media that makes up so much.
Oh, it's not as chaotic.
It's not that chaotic, I tell you, because I literally went to Chatuchak market and the building which was like the most hit.
Was in Chatuchak?
Yeah, it was around Chatuchak
Oh.
vicinity. So it was cool. And I was like, damn, this media can blow up everything like crazy.
But Myanmar na Delhi hit binu. So the Thailand na the in Bangkok mom hit binu.
Yeah, Bangkok.
Bangkok is the most hit from Thailand.
Yes,
And then
yes,
within Bangkok nanze Chatuchak area.
Chatuchak area
building
name.
chidu,
Yeah.
Was it like under construction or
It was under construction,
why,
yeah.
yeah.
And I felt so sorry for people, sir. And then I was shopping at Chatuchaki Mall, na, and there's this very jovial girl. She was running because I was like, shopping, amchi baby, mashumba. Then she was like, "Nga luggage nyo bhi with luggage bag." And she came running. She's like, "I need the biggest luggage bag." And I was like, I just looked at her and she was like, "I'm hit by earthquake. My apartment." She lives at 50th floor, lo. And then she was like, "I can't go and live in that same apartment, so I need to move out labbe." Bag bomb chinyo wa bichude. So I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, slap wint." Yeah.
Oh damn. So anyways, the people, if anyone's watching in Thailand or Myanmar, I hope you guys are safe.
Yes.
Especially Myanmar people more.
Yeah.
But like Charuchi next week Bangkok she jodowa. I was like, what timing to go here? But
No, that's fine.
But it's fine no
It's
more.
not that crazy as we see on media.
Okay. How long were you in Bangkok there?
Few days. Yeah.
But in Australia was
Yeah.
shopping.
Yes.
Chatuchak is best more.
Yes. Very cheap.
When I went, it was the first time I went.
But you really need to know what to shop. From where? Like I've been like strolling around Chatuchak market, and I went to this corner Chinatown ge centers in
Where
Alaba.
drink?
You get really cheap
Yeah.
good stuff.
I got phone case for like 100 bahts.
Really?
Yeah.
100 baht. Which is still expensive compared to buying from Jaigong. Because you get it for
but-
$100 from Jaigong there.
But quality mein jai
But
ba.
quality dem yeah.
I would say like shopping from Chatuchak or Chinatown is like Jaigong Pro Max.
That's true, no?
Yeah,
True.
Price
true.
is still like
Yeah.
cheap,
But
relatively,
good. Yeah.
but very good quality.
Mbe.
You get good stuff.
Allah,
I
it's
got nice
the
bags for my
best.
Ajim and my mom also.
Oh, yeah?
It was hand woven, 200 baht.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oversized
Chatuchak
t-shirt,
imbe.
100 baht. 100 baht, 200 baht, 6 pairs of socks.
Damn.
Good deal. So if you guys ever go to Bangkok, Chatuchak,
Yes.
weekend market, very nice.
But anyway, see, disadvantage of shopping abroad is you don't even want to buy like underwear in Bhutan. Because you know, like, it's little expensive, less expensive abroad, and suddenly you come to Bhutan, then you go shopping, and you actually find things very expensive. So I've been in Ngadi, like, because I trek a lot, so I really have to get like good gears, especially trekking gears, and I don't compromise in Made.
Then you don't need to buy in Bhutan then.
Yeah, most of the time, I'm chikali bounce de. Then nazi hebe, nazi nyo the ritz cup nyo joda. Then I'm like,
Actually, more to go more, which is cheaper to buy chala which is already available in Chikari chala already in Thimphu, or is it cheaper to order from online Chika India or Thailand and have it delivered all the way here?
Well, I usually do not do like online shopping from abroad when I'm here. It's like when I travel and when I go by myself, then that's when like I think it's very reasonable to shop. Say, so I think it's cheaper when you go out yourself, shop and bring it instead of asking people to bring it for you, because that's such a hassle. Last time when I was in Australia, I got so many people ask me, parcel bana, and you can't deny them. No, like, lalu chimnama, pinchalo anita. And I landed up paying like $840 for excess baggage. $840.
Wow.
I was like,
But Bangkok shopping job better minute.
exactly. So now I know what the people in Australia do not do shopping in Australia. If you're planning to come home, save money, shop in Bangkok. You'll like save half of your money.
How about this question longer? Let's say you're living in Australia, Toba, and you want to shop, you want to, let's say, have a vacation.
Yeah.
Is it cheaper to, let's say, we can indulge a bit and live in Australia, or is it better to just, like, work, then 3 months out of the year, save and go to like Thailand, shop, have fun, come back? What is cheaper?
Second one.
Yeah.
I think I would choose the later one. There's a month, it depends. I always go there.
But are you a big
tourist,
shopper?
so- Not really. But I shop. I guess I shop shoes more.
How often do you shop in 1 month, let's say?
No, it's
Okay,
rarely.
okay.
It's only when I travel. And ngadi, I think I'm very blessed in one way because I receive so much PR packages, but not for like promotional any purposes, but I've so many supporters and fans who genuinely love my contents and not like love my content because it's all travel contents and these people are those who stay away from Bhutanese. Because ngachi mahiru chegi heb me no ngachi ani nei the pilgrimage the majiru chegi heb me, so take that shoes on behalf of me, So I got like Solomon shoes, like I got Yalama. I have received most expensive gifts than things I've bought so far.
Wow.
Like Solomon shoes, Gucci shades, like damn, like Prada glasses. I don't think I'll be able to afford. Even if I could afford, I don't think I would choose to buy those luxury stuff.
Yeah.
But like gift with I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
What did I do in my life to receive all those? Say.
Shima boy, how PR packages or whatever gifts it may be, is it like a recent thing or was it ever since you started?
Ever since I started. So when I see people and so-called influencers, I guess like people categorize us in that category as well. Influencer, when I see them unboxing packaging and stuff, I'm like, oh, I've been there long time back.
Mama.
That was, I'm like, yeah. No, now I don't do unboxing, but you'll hardly see me do unboxing.
Yeah.
If I'm doing unboxing, then I have like price tag with that. So I don't do like FOC unboxing.
Yeah.
Just for the product, no.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But then let's
I've come long with it,
okay, long way. So good segue. We can talk about the beginning now. Like I mentioned before, you off camera, I said to you, like maybe you guys have already listened to Denkar's origin story of how she got here today, or how she started content creating. So let's not stick too much in that. Maybe you can watch some other episodes.
Yes.
But maybe
Ask
we
me
can.
different
But
questions.
maybe just for those who don't know, maybe you can just touch and then just say more. How you got into vlogging and how long has it been? A simple, brief touch.
Yeah, so I started to vlog in late 2018, probably 6 years ago. And now it's been like 6 years, running 7 years, traveling extensively within Bhutan. And when I first started creating content, there was barely any so-called influencers or content creators from Bhutan. There were a few bloggers who would write so much on Facebook, but not like visual content creators, real content creators or whatsoever. But yeah, I just like picked it up. I think I sort of like self-taught myself because like I'm always very savvy. I'm always on phone, and I was like, because initially I started to write, and then later I was like, oh, maybe I should also add some visual, and he said content. So then
So you was first writing,
Yeah, it was writing. It was blogging. Then later on,
What
it was
would you blog
vlogging.
about? Traveling?
Traveling, yeah.
Yeah,
It
you
was
said.
like all traveling because I did my master's in tourism management team, and that I did in Thailand. And then when I was doing my master's and I also worked in Thailand, that's when I got to teach in prison, which you were like, oh my God, you got to teach in prison.
Let's talk about that.
So that's why like, I have all the weird experiences in life. Like I never thought I would teach in prison, but I landed up teaching communications in prison, and inmates would always ask me,
How is outside?
like how is the world outside? Ajan, che ana juiga, che apa juiga, ngai hometown apa ino? Then I would be like, no, I've not been there. But every time I left the prison, I would always like talk to myself like, maybe I should go there, So then I started to explore. Then every time I came back at the prison. I would have one class in a week. Then I would tell them, but they're like, oh, I've been to your hometown. And that would make them feel so happy. They're like, oh, really, Ajahn? How is it? You know, then I'm like, yeah, no, then that would actually bring that glimmer of hope, saying like, I want to go back home. And, you know, like, that would make me so teary.
Yeah.
Like,
I get what you're saying.
damn. So I was like, I thought like, storytelling is so powerful. And me being outdoor, I felt freedom. Like I felt like I could leverage on that freedom of being outside, outdoor. And then I was like, damn, I need to travel. Then I went to Myanmar, then I went to Cambodia, then I went to Singapore. Then it was like all these countries were all alike to me. You know what I mean? Like very alike to me. And I felt like, what am I doing here? I should rather be exploring my country better and then promote my country, tell story from my country. And that's when I returned home, packed my bag, and then my dad at the same time was like, you must come home. Because by then I was done with my master's. So I packed my bag after 4.5 years of living in Thailand, came back home, and then boom, Denkar's Getaway.
So when you were in Thailand, was it a degree directly to master's or?
No, I did my degree in RTC, and right after that,
RTC. Fun fact. I
RTC,
don't
your
know.
first batching.
Oh shit! Oh, I know.
Of course.
Nice.
I'm like, damn, it's been more than 13 years since I graduated. You just made me feel old.
I didn't ask you when you graduated. You could just
Thank
said
you.
it was recent. We could have just like,
Okay, yeah.
who knows?
But yeah.
Okay. But anyway, so artisanal graduate, then you went to Thailand. Then.
Yeah.
So after graduation, did you go directly, or were you started working or? doing
No,
some
I
stuff?
did not even work.
Directly,
Anyways, that's why when you see my niece, nephew being lazy around, I tell them like, you know
That's
what?
what they
Like,
say.
no, I got employed right after my college in Madhe. I just had 2 months chutti at home. Then I was like straight away. Then I was in Thailand. Like by end of the year, June, July, I graduated. 2 months break. Then I was in Thailand. Then I was working there. Then after 2 years, I did my masters.
Oh, you were working in Thailand?
Yeah.
As teacher?
I first worked.
Teacher
Yes.
where? So teacher as in the school?
No, college.
Center.
College
College.
and university.
That was where? In Sangay.
Communications. Pitanalog.
Pitanalog.
Yes.
It's a place giving Lhakimo.
Yes.
How's your Thai?
It's not so bad.
No.
I can sell you in Chatuchak market. I can sell you.
That's not nom imo. Nom sam. Me just no.
Wait, nom the om me the om. My
That's not-
God.
that's not just nom
Why
sam
are you
me.
thinking
That's not nom
of
sam.
Sam means tree.
I know that.
Nom means like
Me.
milk, breast.
In
Wow, okay.
in Thai only.
Of all the Thai words,
I know. I was
so
counting.
learned
I was
like
counting.
nom,
I was
which
counting.
is
Wow.
milk
How
and
do,
breast.
how do you say one? How do you say?
Nung.
Nung. See, I was
Nung.
close. They're close.
Nom is like
Okay,
nom
so mistakenly
nung,
nung sang som num sam song num song sam in.
Nung, song, sam,
nung,
si, ha, hok, jet, pet, cow, sip.
Oh, cow was
Okay. Oh, this is interesting.
Ani siya nga. I know Ani. Ani.
Oh, ani.
Ani. And then gusto ka tongrai mo tongrai cup.
Taurai
Taurai
cup.
cup.
That's how much is it?
But maybe after 3 weeks they ask you phrases.
Man, actually, sure. But no, and the vocabulary is similar, is it? Like
Like
nung
some,
and
yeah.
nom, no?
Oh.
Yeah. It's like
and some there.
yeah, it's like kai and cry is like far and near of the words is similar.
But intonation go, tonation go,
true.
go high, low,
Yeah.
anyway. Wait, where were we? Talking out my ass.
Thailander listening agenda today.
Okay, so in that what do you call university that you were there more.
Yeah.
How did from there to prison teaching gather hechidi?
Me ngachi when I was teaching in college na kosugi gashimo teachers the sugi. So let's talk about prison in Thailand, right?
Okay, I know.
Media.
Okay.
No, media you depict women the worst prison on planet. It's actually not like
It's the worst prison on planet there.
Media na just like Google it like sometimes.
guys, Google it.
Oh, me thinis and the Thailand prison labda. So ro bhagi the vocational and this juma the alu disulu they give like the diploma and
Vocational
program.
training, yeah. In Japan
Program.
also they have
So
that.
communication was one of the subject in money. So I requested my dean.
Also, they give courses to the inmates. Nice.
Exactly. That's why like teachers get to migrate inside the prison and teach him.
And do they fall in love with the inmates?
I mean, inmates fall in love
Okay.
with the teacher.
Did you have inmates fall
I
in love?
actually had like
Okay.
like Toms crushing on me, and I was like, oh
Tom
my
said,
god.
hey, it was a female prison.
Exactly,
I thought it was
female prison.
I thought it was a male prison you went to teach.
No, we're not allowed to go to. No,
I was thinking all these guys
Oh,
were saying,
really?
how is my village?
Dude, just imagine female culprits. This so. No, some nami criminals. GaZom.
Okay, but anyways, let's dial it back.
Oh my God, yeah.
Vocational training.
I wish it was guys though.
Some weird
Imagine
fantasy.
DENKAR.
Weird fantasy. Denkars get away in Thai prison.
Imagine DENKAR wearing like short red skirt, walking with file.
And then going
But
to
yeah.
teach some
No,
Thai
female
criminals.
prison.
Okay, so Park, they offer these courses, and then your
Yes,
university
and then there was this
attached.
communication. Yes, there was this communications, and then instead of Thai English any lecturer going there, they were like, "Oh, we actually have a foreigner here. Let's send her." So I was like, "Whoa, that would be great, la bujite."
Okay.
So,
But you weren't like, they assured you your safety, your security, and all?
So it's like this. When you enter the prison, I did not walk in as lecturer or anybody. No, not as mentor. I walked inside as prisoner myself.
Okay.
Because I would have like someone with me, watching me what I was teaching the inmates. There was scrutiny on me there.
So that you won't teach them something wrong, say, or
Something wrong.
sneak in something.
I mean, anything could happen.
Anything could
You
happen,
know what I
yeah.
mean? Like I could sneak in and take anything. So they would literally check me thoroughly before entering inside. Then once I was inside, then they would have someone look after me like for like 2-3 hours solid. So I never do.
Okay, so then you went in there, and then obviously there'll be somebody to escort you to the inmate key.
Yes.
So the communications class, you taught them what? English?
English, yes.
You know, A is for apple, B for bat.
No, by then communications
so just what, like
because the next
essays-
level na
essays-
do
essays
what
only-
communications they basically
Yeah, how to talk, yeah.
yeah, you know
No,
how it starts with greetings they
Let's role play. I'm an inmate. Okay, role play. Hello, madam. What are you going to teach me?
Ajan
Hello,
now.
Ajan. What are you going to teach me?
Oh my God, I might land up speaking Thai.
Hello, Ajan.
Okay,
Ka. English ka.
Sawadika, Sawadika. Oh, so I had to use both bilingual. I had to go bilingual, speak in Thai and English as well, because some, like you said, that's a basic day with it. So I would be like, oh, wani son, ani na, no, I'll teach about this. Then English, they're like, oh, so today we are going to talk about country, prated, you know, prated, like different countries. Then it will be ASEAN countries, because it's quite big. Thailand being one of the ASEAN. So, prated ka ani ASEAN national flower. Terms like terminologies that are related to countries like national flower, national animal, you know, like basic stuffs, but quite any strong any something.
Okay, nice. So how long would you go? Like, how often would you go to the
Once a week.
And how long was the class?
About like 2-3 hours there. Yeah.
And that was nice.
And it was nice, but one time.
How long was the entire duration? Like every week?
One semester.
So that was like how many classes? Like
The one semester
3 months?
3 months.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, 2 semesters then the one time. And it is new inmates I was teaching, right? Then someone informed me that, oh, we actually have new inmates. She wants to enroll in your class. And I was like, hey, sure. And then the correction baby the inmates correction be suddenly that inmate came and chair she grabbed me from below, like literally malete. She hugged me so tight from I was like, then because of the kamna and I was like, what the what's happening to me? Because I was grabbed so tight. I was like,
you can swear here, don't worry.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, what's happening? Then she was like, she looked at me. Then her head was like buried me. Like poking her. Then I was like, oh, what happened? Then she was like, teacher. Then I was like, wait, that sounds very familiar. Like the sound. I was like, Kachbi, no Kachbi, what happened? Then she looked at me like this. I looked at her. She was one of my students from college I was teaching at. It broke my heart. Like, it broke my, I swear, it shook me.
It's like a YouTube video.
Exactly.
Judge the inmate ship dance.
Oh, yeah, no. I wish, like, I was like, what is happening? And she was, I tell you, she was one of the most jovial and one student who knew English so well, like, from, like, many in the class. And then she used to love me so much. Then, because of the break, by then she was graduating. Like that was right after her graduation. So next new term, na. said, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. I didn't know how to react. I was like, no, what happened? She was like, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. Then I was like, no, I'm so sorry that you're here. No, like, I did not wish and I never prayed that I would meet my student in place like this. I thought you're working somewhere. She said, then she started to beg me, I'm sorry. Then I was crying, she was crying. All the inmates were like, teacher, you okay, you girls? Of course it's not okay. Like, oh, it's not okay. Man, it's the student day. Then in prison, we cannot ask the inmates, why are you here, say? What for, say? Crime
Oh, really?
You know that?
That's nice, man.
Yeah. So there's no way like I could ask like, did you murder
That
someone?
was my question. I was going to ask you.
Yes, I could never ask like, did you do drugs? Did you smuggle? Did you kill someone? Did you rape someone? I was like, fuck, man, I want to know what you did, but I just couldn't ask. I was like, damn, that was the biggest tragedy.
So then, and dinner, you didn't teach, you just bonded with her in that.
But they know that I had to take care of others. They know, yeah. So she was there, but later on we bonded, and somehow I mean, my curious mind, I have to make sure I know. So eventually, last night during the day, well, now tell me what happened to you,
and then, are you willing to share what happened?
Yeah.
What happened?
Drugs.
She got what? She
was
dealing?
Yeah, she was dealing
Smuggling?
with drugs. She was dealing with drugs.
So she was dealing to local people.
Yeah.
So she was a distributor. And what kind of drugs? Was it hardcore or was it like light?
Hardcore, the hardcore music.
No way.
And that tanker has like lifetime.
But by that time, maybe weed was not legal there. And weed
no, my weed, men and they don't. I don't know, like cocaine. Oh my god, I don't even know like names
so
of
that's
the drugs.
more a drug deal, baby, or she was a user.
She
also?
was caught. She wasn't user.
So
she was the dealer. She was distributor and dealer. So
maybe
she got
money
caught.
was good. She got caught in that life.
Yeah, so unfortunate. But I wasn't surprised because by that time she was almost graduating. She used to have like loads and lots of tattoos with it.
Oh.
Then she started to wear braces. You could just see when people evolve, like, that's interesting. So it's just like connecting all the dots, and I was like, okay, that's what I was missing to any slap.
That was, you need to do this. You need to do this.
I get you.
Huh? Those are how the rich people.
Anyway. No, you literally said oh my god, okay. But yeah, that's like one of the biggest tragedy. My heart
But
broke.
seriously, that's a crazy story. So
I should write that story more.
how long do you think that person is for, your Chigi, the student? You don't know
Thailand
how-
drugs na, it's quite scary.
No.
Minimum 5 years did they do. Lifetime days mo. Angi dusu kutuka.
Oh damn. Okay, let's talk about that.
Yeah, it's like so polite. When I was teaching in that prison, I thanked those memories so much because it invoked so many thoughts and emotions of mine which was hidden or would not have even existed. Prison na ziudara and I'm Jon. Angi lifetime gutto kap like snow gankar pinzum na anyway gutto kap angi disu. They have huge respect for like teachers, ajans. Yalla mumdara kamma devi shimina the floor na devi sawadika ajan se literally never was god good name it would only weaken me, say like, you know, like when I walked in the bar, it would weaken me seeing them of how special I was being treated, when in reality when they were outside they would have been like the most notorious and you know.
So this is the prison must have worked in the prison
No,
system.
but still the rangi angi age
Of course, I also will feel bad.
Damn, yeah, I used to feel so bad when, like, every time I would see them. And I would wish Jem this came in no would be fine. Not Angi. It's like elderly, I have huge respect.
These Angis must be all lifetime imprisonment.
Shishu.
So when you think about it, they've been that long more. They must have done something really bad in order to be there for that long. The more.
Murder, or yeah.
More.
Yeah, no?
Come to the inmates that prison you visited. 1,000 plus.
1,000, probably less than 1,000, more than 500.
Like a school.
Yeah, the interesting is they have different activities. Class na it's just like that. Hindi movie Hindi movie. Abhishek and Lhazzzy politicians benidumena. Collabego mano ko pesha tawmate.
Bollywood and me sorry.
So
Back on the wrong tree.
Yeah. I do that because Norgay is big fan of Bollywood.
Yeah, okay.
So gajlo anyway do the like vocational classes mush vocational classes pechatenege people can do like DIY stuff and then prison they sustain on their own they do products, they sell it abroad, they have bakery, they have cafes. It's like so vibrant. You don't feel like you're actually in prison.
Wow.
Like until the entry time na, when you walk in, when you get like checked, that's when like damn. But now they have that, it's pretty cool.
Nice. But then actually, that's what the construct of prison is a rehabilitation center. No,
and
you have to improve their bad deeds, make them learn, and then when they're back to society, they are rehabilitated. But now we have a different connotation of what we think the system is.
But only sad thing is the sad anyway we loved it. Not like this. Anyway. There's a place
What do you mean?
No place crowded ending when the room is small. Like when we sleep like this, we
But it is
occupy
bed
so
duga,
much
bed
of
duga.
space. There's no bed.
Okay.
It's prison, darling.
No, but like human rights there.
No beds. So anyway, the space
sakaya?
occupied bin sakate then they anyway anyway yes anyway.
So at least that Dhendupnw
I need to recheck more then
But fun fact, I also went to a Malaysian prison. I was in 5 days there, and I slept on the floor.
What did you do?
Long story.
Oh my god.
I'll leave you for your mystery.
Did you do drugs?
I'll not tell. You watch the episode. Go back and revisit. I'll tell you after the game.
What did you do?
Nothing serious. Guess. Let's play a game. What do you think I did? Yeah. What do you
Did
think?
you steal?
I'll be honest.
Did you steal from a mall?
Huh? I was there for
Okay.
almost.
Visa.
Is that your answer?
Yeah. You must have like overstayed. Did you?
Not really. I went to renew my visa. The visa process 2 months take there. So 2 months I checked and there was a immigration check in the train station which I was going to, and they caught me without ID. So immigration office in the they said, passport renew 2 months. You overstayed 2 months. So they locked me up because it wasn't renewed on time. But funny thing was, while I was in there detained, it got renewed.
Oh yeah.
Then I got out. But I was there sleeping on the floor.
What was
for
the
7
takeaway
days.
from 5 days being in bar?
I found my
Inner peace.
yeah.
Did you get to connect with yourself?
Yeah. Because you're locked up just
But
with your thoughts.
they don't beat you and...
Yeah, they beat me. They beat me also.
Are you serious?
Yeah. One time mistake. I didn't get up on time for lunch. Then he wanted to make an example like God. So
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, basically anything. But then it reflect. I was atheist when I went in. I came back to born again Buddhist.
That's why, see, universe actually collide to ignite something in you.
Yes.
Could it happen to you?
Yeah, but anyways, it's like, I'll show you. It's one of the old episodes.
And no wonder why he was so much into prison. He talks last connection.
It's quite interesting. You never meet people who teach abroad that often more. That also teaching abroad in a prison.
I think I'm probably the first Bhutanese and only Bhutanese who have taught in prison.
And I was probably the only Bhutanese who was in the immigration jail. I'll tell you why. Because there were a lot of people from other countries, inmates, visa overstay, let's say example, Afghanistan 25, Syria 2, Singapore 55. The Chikatamolo, Bhutan. Google bita. Marka Penchiba, BHUTAN, 1. So I represent.
Damn.
But yeah, that's my side of the story now. Enough with the prison talk. Let's go back to now from. Okay.
Yes.
So then, so before you even became a traveler here and outside, at least in online, you well traveled, memo.
Not so well traveled.
You went to Thailand, then you went to.
But the world countries come to do.
Yeah, but that's still well traveled.
Yeah.
If you
But
consider, let's say,
Asian
the
countries,
average Bhutanese person. Average Bhutanese person has not even been on a flight. Okay, the average Bhutanese.
Oh yeah.
So in that way, Asian countries halam hisnumena. So you went to Thailand. Where else? Before this, like
Before doing Thailand, do I include Nepal and India?
Yeah, well, Nepal, India.
No.
Nepal.
I think it comes to about 15 countries or so. 15 or 14,
So how did you get the opportunity to travel well there? Huh? Rich dad or just good money?
Exactly. So that's where you really need to be smart in like whether you want to travel rich or whether you want to travel poor. So I choose the later one. I traveled poor.
Okay, so how does one travel poor? And how did you? Because even flight tickets
You
considered
hitchhike,
more.
you
Visas,
hitchhike,
fees, travel considered
You
more. Hotel
hitchhike,
fees.
you check out hotels online. You don't have to get like travel agents to get you traveling across. You can always get like Angkor Wat, like Cambodia, and a travel Bini and Lavachin. If you know your dates, then you get everything like online because everything is so cheap online. Then in the Air Asia, it's so cheap. You wouldn't believe from Bangkok to Singapore, they'll take you at 3,000 baht flight na. So it's pretty cheaper amongst ASEAN countries. So that was like one thing.
So then,
A hostel, choosing hostel over hotel, because Singapore no hotels are bloody expensive. Hostel.
but
like-
still, how were you still able to travel cheap? There, were you earning or were
no,
you
I
having
was
good
earning.
pocket money
No,
or good
I was.
savings?
I was earning because I was working,
Yeah,
right?
as a teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
okay.
so I was working as teacher, and I'm a hustler. Like I've always been hustler,
Oh.
and I also actually paid for my own the master's degree, na.
Damn, nice.
I did that. So that was like my Thailand saving.
Okay, nice.
And I used to do tuitions. Like I used to give like tuitions.
Just by speaking
Although-
shut
the communications then be like 1 hour na, they would pay me like 300 baht.
Okay.
300. So average
You're
like
hustling.
2 hours the tuition mapale yongush. So 1200 baht, which is like what 2,500 notram per day. So that used to be my side hustle.
Yeah,
so
nice.
my salary, I'm like I used to keep it for my fees. Then my tuition, I would just travel. So in that way, I think I'm very good with managing
Good,
money.
Good,
Yeah.
good. So, what was the question? So,
Traveling cheap.
traveling cheap. So when how much were you earning actually? Like, do you want to tell us a number? Was it good as a teacher, not the side hustle?
I mean, it's not like great. It wasn't great, but because I was working straight away from my college, and then my salary was in like the Duviti in like
50,000.
50,000 demo. That's excluding my tuition I need to do. So it was good for me, and plus like I didn't have family to feed or to look after. So it was
But
like
did you have a social life then?
all for myself. Of course, you have no
No.
idea. I was like the animal
So pecha.
amongst Bhutanese.
So pecha ta tushine ji. Pecha
Party time, the party jogo.
Then how will you balance like now next day hangover na hiyo ya?
I need the party jogo. The chances is you need to know how to balance, bro. You need to know how to balance.
Okay, let's paint the day in the life of DENKAR during Thailand as a teacher and student. Okay, you wake up. What time are you
Yes.
teaching? How does it look like?
So it's like this. In that way, I think I'm very blessed. I meet like wonderful people. My director, yeah, she was very supportive. I told her I want to study, and then she didn't have daughter, but so she would actually like treat me like her daughter. And I said I want to study. Then she was like, yeah. So she actually scheduled my schedule in such a way that I could teach in the morning in college, and then I could actually go to the university and do my masters. The masters love the attar peshta moment. So like few course works. So first do pecha 10. Afternoon
Class at 10
class at 10 then logo then in tuition 10 then I would still manage time to like go around, go for a walk, play basketball, the weekends that I would still have time to go around. And one time I met this very rich student parents, and then they wanted me to actually teach their son English, and I had no idea who these parents were. So I said, yeah, sure, just drop your son, and they would like drop
He's a
their
kid.
son. They kid. And one weekend is we want to take you on vacation. I was like, no, I don't want to. And they felt very pity on me. Hey, we'll send you driver. These people send me like the hottest, most expensive car. It was BMW for sure. And logo that car was like, why I miss it, Thailand News. I was like, damn, like what did I do in my life? Rangi nyoma tsudegi beru, rogi garine zita goka. I'm like, damn. So yeah, those things were like,
You're blessed, no? That means
I feel very blessed. I
Very
count my
blessed.
blessing every single day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you had to actually very balanced, good life, Memo.
I actually had like,
You're exercising, you're teaching, earning
Yeah,
money, and
yeah.
also having time to go out on the
yeah.
weekends.
No, I think it truly depends on self-missing. No one is actually very busy. It's all about prioritizing stuffs.
True. That's good. But you're good at prioritizing, at least the way I'm hearing it. Okay. So you're living actually very, what do you call, good life in Thailand. So what really wanted you to come back and start this YouTube blogging journey there?
I didn't even know I was going to be YouTuber when I returned to Bhutan. But no, I knew I was going to do something in travel gift fields now because I had my masters there, and then I knew I was going to do either like be in the field of anthropology research, but I didn't know like content creator would be the thing for me, say. But I think eventually I just tried to like upskill myself and then just see the world around me, and then thought like, as a citizen, I didn't necessarily, go for like RCSE or be the civil servant to serve my country. I could be serving in any sense, as long as I know what I'm doing and as long as I recognize my intention in serving. So that's when I was like, I'm going to serve my country by being a traveler, by telling stories from Bhutan instead of being elsewhere and telling their story. Wow. So that was the inspiration behind everything I started. And then people were loving it actually. And because there's barely any travel content creator, I was doing lots of videos, I was doing lots of pilgrimages, and people were actually seeing it. Then I was going there, I was doing live, I was doing video, and people were like, damn, we want to go there as well. So ani bendi chidi sugi inspired you. They were pushing me. Then I was like, they were seeking inspiration from me, but they had no idea that I was seeking inspiration from them as well. So it was like
hand in hand.
Yeah.
But then actually, what you did was very interesting in one way. Is I think, like you are what do you call dedicated enough to go to these places where much comment and you were willing to go through all that long treks and all, and which made it easier because if I wanted to go but if I find a video online, obviously I'll watch it. So you actually benefited a lot from that.
Yeah, but I think my reverse I wanted to go. Let's just do video anyway, because I'm going there anyway, so let's just like help people know about this place.
But I know what I'm saying, like when you're traveling, that's
why I did detox for a month after 6 years. Damn, I was very burned out.
So when you do your shooting this video, so what camera did you start initially with? Your phone?
I started with my 7 Plus, iPhone 7 Plus. Then after 2 years, when I was almost giving up because I was financially not making money, I was like asking my mom, dad, and my sister pocket money, nah. And I was feeling guilty as well. Then my appa was like, okay, you're done with this, go and find a job. So that's when, then I was almost giving up, I swear, but I was not going to give up on traveling. I was going to go to travel, but I thought maybe I meant to find some work and do it. That's when I got His Majesty's audience, and I was like, okay, Denka, you're meant to be Denka's getaway. No looking back.
So in that audience, what was it? Was it the mass group or was it solo?
Nice. At Lincoln Palace.
So in there, you don't need to share the details.
Yeah,
but
I want to cry. I always get goosebumps.
That audience was just to say, keep going. We appreciate it.
That was the validation. I felt it was the validation of everything that I was doing, and I was like, wow. It's as if His Majesty knew my intention as to why I started this, and then His Majesty was also saying, His Majesty was saying we need to travel Bhutan better. We need to breathe Bhutan. That word I remember very clearly. We need to breathe Bhutan. Bhutanese needs to breathe Bhutan. Say something like that. I was like, okay, Denka, whatever, drop the mic. You're not gonna find any job. You're gonna do Denka's getaways ever since 6 years. Plus.
So that was 2.5 years in.
Yeah.
So how many how was your following, and how was there was no income at that point?
No income
so
whatsoever.
Basically investing whatever your pocket money into your content.
Yeah. Following your gamji 20
20,000 followers. That's still a lot of followers.
No, by Thailand I had at least 5K the day.
You were blogging then. You were blogging then.
Thailand people fancy. Bhutanese in Thailand 5K day in Thailand.
So you built up to around 20,000 followers, 20,000 followers, and you're still saying you were struggling. Wow, that's kind of scary to hear, huh? Okay, so then after that audience, then what changed? At least whether it be mentality, was earnings now coming? was...
Of course, Yallama. At first place, my dad. My dad.
the HMC ka
He
audience
was
support,
exactly-
full support.
Before he was quite he was quite skeptical as to like, oh, what is my daughter doing? Like she need to find job, and it's obviously like parents would expect daughters or like any children to settle down, right?
Yeah.
Right after the audience, the first call I gave was to my parents. Lama, my Appa was the biggest cheerleader ever. I was like, "Wow, Appa, you're such a drama boss." He was like so happy. Oh, I'm so proud of you. I was like, "Wow, come on." So Appa was like, "Yalama, ro Kashmir, His Majesty, amchi chelo, amchi ngagi boom na." The kogi bumi mina the kogi ngi potential ra madhomba ra jabgi mi chiki banale chegi ani the zibdadi. It's like
Something to be
it's something to be reconciled with. That's when like Appa became like Anchinara. Appa became the biggest supporter, and Datu, he's like the biggest supporter and my biggest fan.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then
And
obviously
of course, the Midisugi perspective on me, because I clearly remember some of the very prominent entrepreneurs asking me like, "Oh, Denka, what do you think you're doing with your life? You're wasting your..." One time I was at Mojo Pocket Chicken, the Brilliant Minds. They started to question me, say, "Oh, Denka, you're wasting your time. Che far mijo, just like find some job and stuff." I clearly remember those people, even now. But now
I
I'm
think
like,
everyone who thinks differently, accountable. Like I also like when I had the idea of this podcast and when I used to make my short films, people like not many, but few would say like, "Achi no me the jora me to."
and especially the smartest ones in the industry.
Yeah. So
So
like,
I had my share of like self-doubt.
yeah, well, sure.
Man, rang the doubt me beba. When people
for sure.
start questioning you, then it's like, wait, like really like. Then we start to question ourselves.
But then what I realized later on in hindsight was like, how would they know better? You're doing your work. You would know the best.
Exactly.
You know whether it will work or not,
Yeah.
whether it's viable, whether
Yes.
how to do it.
Yes.
They just know from the outside glance and they're judging more.
Yeah.
So even if Keta Iruramo,
Set
they
up in
will
the same-
not know even 10% of what
Yeah.
you know about it.
That's true.
So that's what I learned in hindsight. But at that moment, just like you did,
vulnerable but they were
Of course,
starting
sure,
now.
sure.
I was very vulnerable. But I'm glad like now I'm like thick skinned.
Now you can take all the shit.
Not all, like of course, I mean, of course, like I'm human. When someone says like, "Oh, I hate you," like I hate you, like, when I bump into like negative comments, of course it hurts me. I'm like, "Oh, how dare you?"
So how do you handle with, let's say, negative comments in your like videos or
It depends on my
do
mood.
you look at it or do you not? Or what I heard is like don't look at it at all. It's no point.
Come on, that's a lie.
Yeah,
If people
Anis,
say
right,
like
right.
I don't read comments, that's the biggest lie on
Right,
planet.
right.
I read comments.
I read every comment.
Yes,
Okay.
I read every comment.
comment, okay.
And like thing I read benemi, but it depends on my mood also.
Yeah, me too.
So if I'm in mood where I really want to deflect with people and stuff, then I go through the comment. And when people drop like negative comments, that's when I comment good on the negative comments because I want to like turn the table around. Then we fall in love and then we make allies. So yeah, I do read comments and it hurts sometimes. Negative comments, but so far like I've received mostly the good ones.
But me also,
Yeah.
like even the bad comments you could say, I'm
No,
really
you-
grateful because what I learned is like
You grow.
No, not only that is in channel gi denle there's no one who's going to say that if you ask them where ani kade do
Yeah.
no one's going to be like tu base long bode maushi no one's anime but the people who like to give hate comments they'll say ani mitu be
Right.
ani zoe and you improve me
That's true.
so
true.
I appreciate even those ones.
True,
because
true,
they
true.
Look, in that moment, but later on you're like, where? I didn't love improve benigi do space.
true,
so it's actually
true,
really
true.
good to reflect
Yeah.
also. No.
We have lots of room to improve
lots,
there.
lots.
Then I'm like, I'm not a perfect human at all. When young people tells like me, "Oh, Ashim, I'm someone like you're someone I look up to. You're my role model of the." I'm like, "Oh boy, you have no idea who this person is behind the scene." You know what I mean?
But it's good that at least like you
Yeah.
can look up to like you said like things like you
Yeah.
did it 2 years consistently with no support, and then you still continued to
Yeah,
be resilient.
I did,
think resiliency is something which all Bhutanese need.
Content creation, I need to work
Resiliency
there.
go be more.
So now, like, obviously, like, when I look back 6 years ago and when I look at myself and when I look at my wardrobe, I just see the difference. Like, yung mga trekking shoe, pilni day I used to wear like a Choetsho, I need 3,000. Now I'm like, because I have many supporters, they pamper me with like good gifts, like not like I'm buying them all. I have like good collections of shoes, so you just see the difference in me. And I'm like, oh, I think you're evolving, say materialistically.
Yeah, of
But
course.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
even me,
not
like,
besides any.
like even simple things like I don't think it's just. I think year by year, you improve in one way or another.
Jome.
So like
You get
like,
wiser.
So like recently, like I woke up and looked at my car.
Nice.
Like 10 years ago, Alto Rokochita.
No, yeah,
So small things like that
yeah,
also.
of course.
Oh.
It's a. I must say, I cherish like small achievements. So it just takes you far.
Yeah,
It's
it
like,
takes you far.
yeah.
So speaking of which, she PR gifts, Gara, you got the nice ones,
Yeah.
the shoes you kept mentioning. What was the nicest PR package you received? You don't need to tell who gave you, but maybe what was it?
Definitely the trekking stuffs. I received diamond.
Whoa! Damn!
One of my fan, now we became friends because I'm like, whoa.
Wow! Be my friend too, eh? Sure.
Now I'm like, oh, you know what? Like from fan, like let me upgrade you. Now like we have become very
Best
good
friends.
Yeah. I'm like, damn, like who can afford to like
Diamond in there.
gift diamond?
That must
like,
be the most expensive one then.
I know, yeah.
Oh shit.
Like gift from like not my friends, family owner, like someone who have been like following my journeys and stuff. But that's not like traveler again, but still like expensive stuff. Like, I'm like, damn.
Well, how would Norge feel if when you get a jewelry from a
That-
random person?
luckily, he gave me the first diamond, so he didn't feel offended.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, he would be so mad.
She get pranked shit on him, and I saw on one of your videos
Which
where
one?
you just bozo zumbi
Yeah, he's so mad. Sometimes when I'm so jobless, I just prank on my husband.
Yeah, okay, funny thing, fun fact, Thimphu is so small, right? So
Yeah.
I know Tenga's husband because I introduced him to the job you worked when we were in Japan, when we worked under a freezer. So hi,
Freezer,
Norge.
exactly.
Yeah. Minus 40 degree gang, what's up, man?
Yeah, damn, can't imagine.
Yeah. Then, because when we were all working during those days, look, everyone in the thought mind is, Australia, Chinmo.
The Dubai to Japan,
Yeah.
batch madu Australian, and they were saying it's easier to work in Australia compared to Japan.
Obviously.
They love the
But then
cultures.
it's really good, what they call discipline training.
Right?
Very good discipline. Makes you disciplined, very sharp.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I'm not saying I'm the most disciplined person, but when I was living there, no, I used to wake up every day 7 a.m., lunch zo, class 3 hours jo, labe, chimno, chim gara sapachap, repeat every day, 2.5 years I did
Wow.
that.
So you speak Japanese?
Yes, but enough to fool you, but not to.
How do you say I love you in Japanese?
Yeah, many ways you can say. The official one is aishiteru.
Well, Japanese the machine. I know like sarang. Aishiteru.
Sarang here is Korean.
Aishiteru.
Aishiteru is I love you, but the usual saying is suki. Sukide.
Suki then.
Suki des.
Suki des.
Suki
It's
da.
just like I love you.
Yeah,
Suki des.
suki.
Oh, maybe I'll like Suki des.
Suki. Or you can just say like cute, but aishiteru.
I-
Shi.
She.
Te. Ru.
Aishiteru.
Aishiteru. Oh,
Norja. Aishiteru.
aishiteru. Oh. Long version is long, Sishata. Suki yetu. Suki. Suki
That's
means like ga. Suki is ga. Exactly ga.
Ga say Suki. Oh.
So nga chelu ga. The structure is same. Nga chelu ga me na.
I Suki teru.
Me. Watashi, anata wa suki desu. Nga chelu ga.
Watashi anna de suki ta desu ka? Oh, yeah.
Japanese anyway, a lot of layers. You know,
No, yeah.
Ani shesa pilke. Oh. Nagi sui malawjin mania rudi. So you say nagi sui rather than chigi lapchi.
Wow. But I think Japanese in general, they're very polite.
Yeah. It's much all Asians are women, I think. Like you look at Thai
I mean,
people.
the way they bend and stuff.
Oh, the
they
Thai
say,
people they do this.
Nani.
Like chigi Japanese gidi bow.
Yeah, no.
So maple ngachi diglam namja is prevalent in all Asian cultures, miss. So Japanese are like disata. It's like diglam namja is not a way of life chamchi member everything.
Is that true?
Yeah. So if you come late, more bad habit. You're a bad citizen, so you get.
Wow, bad citizen.
Yeah. Like, I'll give you an example. Towards the end of my time in Japan, I was coming back home, but COVID happened. So I had to find a part-time job. So I went for an interview. Luckily, it was someone I knew, and it was a good paying job, so I couldn't miss it. Now, for one reason or another, my fault only, train more delay. I didn't make the right train. So 10 minutes, Yama office. But since I knew Japanese are strict, I rushed from the train station to that interview. It was at 2 p.m. I reached that, what you call, train station at around 150 demchi. Dreamy. Out of breath, dream. I had composed myself, reached him at 159. Tak na himo. Pa job chi. Sigh of relief, breathe babe, dream. Okay, silab. Kongata, he gave me a dirty look. Look at the time. You're late, lo. I waited 10 minutes for you. And then he began the interview.
Oh my God.
Then I said, the motops no, but last he felt pity on me, Bhutanese same, just like you more, and Mini Lhazzy. But then he said more. I was waiting from 150 and you made me wait 10 minutes. He just said that much only.
Wow.
And remember what the Japanese style is? If meeting is at 2, if you meet him at 2, you're late. If you meet him at 150, you're on time. If you want to meet him at 130 or 145, you're early. That's Japanese time.
Wow. But still, it's like pretty accurate compared to our BST.
BST. Yeah, I want to mix. I don't like BST. I don't like GST. I want like,
in between.
5 minutes late, Yama, okay. 10 minutes also, Yama, okay. For me, that much I can understand.
Okay. I'm very particular with time. And it depends on it depends on who I'm meeting.
Okay.
If I'm late, then probably you're not important to me. Oh my God, yeah. But I'm very conscious with time.
They teach you good habits. Like when I was in Japanese class, they not only taught me how to learn Japanese, but they also taught me like antics and how to behave in society, and also how to prepare for what you call job interview.
Oh yeah.
There's a way.
How?
You have to knock 3 times, and it's not gonna love you, so everyone understands. Then they'll say, "Share." Then they go example. Ngai ming di bing sang lezini. Duke kabloi. The karlu molejmi esimo bomi. Last shoe. Okay, last kariche. Then you come, you sit and you stay like this. Then maju hemaduru. The meeting must have enough kariche. Chico joshega. Joshi, yeah, last.
Because interview the class 4 interview so maybe
it's called greetings. So much dinner namjana yemena de.
But what if
let me shape chiku zampala. So same like that. They very important. It's called greetings. So every day in work, same thing. I wake up and say kuzampo garalu dari gara again bini second be la bini gireo bombe kare she se sakadego. Then when I leave for home, I'll be like gara hemo joy then go mate the gara la again be gireo bombe na bachege. Every day.
Wow.
Every day.
But in one way, it's nice also.
So, ohayou gozaimasu. Kyoumo ichinichi otsukara-sama desu. Osaki ni shitsurushimasu. Otsukara-sama desu. Every day. I think I already told about working in the restaurant. That's even more scrutiny. You have to go for a meeting. You go for a hair check. Sunki distribution P. Then boss wash my hand 10 times in front of him.
Like Boski Donga.
Okay, I'll show you the routine, you'll enjoy it. So I'll go like, okay. Go like, all my this clothes out. Sushi restaurant, sushi restaurant go again. Dom again, hairnet again. Sunki pi. Pajo. Then I say, Tencho is not Tencho, store manager. Tencho sir, he'll come out. Okay. Check my hat. Okay, check. Check.
Every single day.
Every single day. Check more. Okay, long. All right. I have to go inside. Kuzampo gara nga lapchudo. I go back. I wash my hands, and he has to watch me. I take the soap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then chulu chin again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get it, okay? Lapchu saumena. Then go chebe. Last, second time lapchudo again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 times sugar.
No wonder. Love and everything. No wonder could love come to come.
Okay. Then I love you sauchi. Then the boss will then again Nikushnonga Nanzi Chuma again. Kuzambo Galas again Benigiro Bombay blah blah. Then do the thing more. End of the shift, clean everything spotless. Spotless me. 1 hour take long Chatha again, love you. Colosso.
My Joda did love 10 times chumo.
One time into But yeah, very disciplined, very meticulous.
No, in one way, it's good also there. We need to inhabit those
balance to go over balance because they have no soul, Japanese. The ones who have souls are people who are a little bit detached from working life, living in the Yika side, happy way. But most of them are very like built like employee soldiers for corporate.
Oh my God.
But then instills good values if you can take it.
How long did you stay there for?
2.5. How long was Norge there?
Probably like 2,
I think he came before me. I don't think he came.
He came before the pandemic there.
Yeah, he came before
then he got stuck here. Then I met him. Then we fell in love.
Okay, so let's talk about how did you guys meet?
After he returned from Japan.
No, like online, in person, through mutual friends?
No, so, through mutual friends. So he was at his best friend's office. You know him very well. Tashi Wangdi, ki.
I'm really bad with names.
Yeah, if you see him,
Okay,
you
alright.
know him.
Okay.
So he was at his best friend's place, and that time I had some work at his office. So I went to his best friend's office, but ngai charo the mutual friend. I didn't know it. Norge's best. So the common friend that we share, he introduced me to Norge. So he was like, "Oh, Jataro gila, Norge gila." As I looked at him, I was like, handsome guy. I mean, of course, like first impression, like I was like, oh, attractive. So then he was like, then the common friend loved this. Denka, what a coincidence! I was like, what? Like just Norge just told me he had dreamed about you last night. I was like, no way, this is not happening because we never met. We never met him, and I didn't know his existence. The social media, so I was like, wait, okay, that's very weird. Like nobody told me they had dreamed about me. Then I just walked out but I still had thought of him. I was like, wait, that's so weird, So that was the first incident like we met. Then we were friends. Then I was like, wait, this guy is like nice. Then we were like, okay, let's patch up. Yeah, because I knew he had soft corner for me, but otherwise, why would he dream about me? Like of all the women out there.
Yeah.
And I was like, why would I think about him as well? No, after like walking out from the office. So I was like, kuch to hai. So yeah, we worked a thing there.
Okay.
Then we were like, okay.
When did you get married? This year or no, not this year? Last year?
Last year. Oh my God, I forgot also. So I was in Australia. He proposed to me. Then we came back. He came to drop me and meet his mom. So we did not even plan. We did plan to have reception Benisi Day. But
wait a minute. Sorry, before I cut you off. The kopa jundin le. Ani amsi divorce chapchi.
Japji. So I'm just the online love the meow.
Kadebe, she may shift some Tommy or she could have more also.
But no, openly love that day because there's so much of scrutiny from Magi Gakapnale.
Screw that, they don't know how we get there. Shit.
Right?
Oh, Mokos, then you machine shake. Like how people get there. You want me to tell her how people get there?
Of course, everybody knows that.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, sorry, we're detracting. Let's go back. So he came back together with you, and you guys did a ceremony here or something, or law documents?
So that was like, we got engaged. Then we were actually planning to marry sometime end of this year, because my sister's planning to come home this year. So we were like, okay, let's just get have reception and also suddenly when he was here, then Rinpoche and all. We invited them for breakfast at a home in Rinpoche, Kanula, and the whole lam chop. So then suddenly, I think my mom, because Norge and I was at home, my mother sort of wanted blessing from Rinpoche, and then bless you, Benasi. Then it became a wedding ceremony. I was like, oh my God. I mean, that was very sacred. And now I always tell him that we are spiritually married. We are like meant to be, you know what I mean? Like the first love is
Ordained by
like,
God
so
Rinpoche,
weird.
yeah.
Oh, of course, boy. I'm like, yeah,
But
I
you
never thought in my life.
You have some sinam.
Chill the come to bomb. No, get you on the head.
Past life, no, you must have saved a school bus full of children from a fire or something, yeah?
I don't know. But Norgi children and then just tell me Anna this and now he loves his hair more than me after getting married.
If he's earning well in Australia, to get a transplant.
He's trying to come back home and get his hair done.
Transplant, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so another personal question you don't need to ask, but in Australia,
Yeah.
so obviously he went there to work and study. Okay.
Yeah.
So first of all, why didn't you join him? But obviously you have a career here.
Yeah,
so how does that work out?
Well, so far it's been like now this August it will be 2 years for us living distance relationship.
Yeah.
I think it has worked out for us because I was there like twice. Then he was here on vacation as well.
Oh, so you met constantly.
So yeah,
Oh.
so we have been constantly like being
In
we have
touch.
been like in touch and. So our mantra is we have to make sure we greet at least in a day because sometimes like come to busy. So I tell him the moment we break that chain of greeting and good
See,
morning.
That time you were saying good morning so bad. Now you're using it for your own relationship. Tash. I'm applying it in our own relationship.
Man, good man. At least no like at least Banam low malabro because I know he's like busy.
Yeah.
He knows I'm busy also. So at least like greetings, Chito.
Yeah,
Greetings, have a good
obviously,
day.
yeah,
Then
yeah.
at least you know like you have a
Yeah.
partner. Otherwise, what? You need to be reminded. I'm so busy. I need to be reminded that I have someone with me. So I tell him the moment you break that chain, we'll be like we breaking that whole long distance chain. Say
Okay.
so we always make sure we greet each other and say
Okay, that's
good
very
night.
nice. So what's the plan now? He's going to finish his studies and then come back immediately,
Yeah.
or stay there for a bit and you want to travel back and forth?
For now, my plan is to travel back and forth. And his plan is same as well. We just want to travel back and forth. But now it's getting a little tougher for me. And we are both like trying to really sort out things. Like, what do we do now? Because for me, my career, my heart is here at home.
Yeah.
There's money in Australia.
Yeah.
Like, for sure there
For
is
sure.
money.
For
Like,
sure, for sure.
damn, there is money. And then it's like, it's been very tough. We are actually really compromising everything, like especially our relationship and
Yeah, yeah.
being together for the sake of
Career.
making a career for me and better future for us by him being away from home. So it's been tough. It is tough.
Okay. But then at least I'm glad that you guys are at least making a lot of good efforts to...
Yeah, we are
So
trying to...
in that way, what kind of advice would you give for long distance relationships? Because it is very difficult. I've also been previously. So what kind of advice would you give to maybe somebody's watching a long distance relationship? How do you make it work? And can it work?
Can it work? Relationship, I think I'm very bad in giving like relationship advice. Can it work?
Or can it work? How do you make it work then?
It's always the communication. Communications. And now I realize that guys are so dumb. You guys need to be told. I have to tell my husband, send me some bouquet, send me some gifts, send me some cake. Even if you're not here, just make sure you send me something so that I know I have you. You know what I mean?
Maybe his love language is not that gift giving.
But this is what ladies expect. So guys need to fulfill
But men
that.
are not mind readers also, madam.
Exactly,
That's
why
what you
you
tell
guys
him.
are so dumb. You
You
guys
tell-
are so
yeah,
dumb.
tell
I
us.
tell him. So now both of us, we have become very open with communications. I don't mind telling him what I feel, what I expect from him,
Okay,
and
that's very good.
he doesn't mind what he expects from me also. So in that sense, we are very clear with communication. So he don't keep things for himself. I don't keep things for myself. So at least there's clarity in between us.
Very nice. Okay.
But still, it's challenging. Sometimes he's like, you should stay back, stay
Yeah,
here.
but those are
And I get
things which come.
paid to stay at home in Australia. My Ashim loves me so much. Norgi loves me so much. And both of them, they just want me to stay in Australia, not work, just be at home.
But what can
and
you do
breathe
for
at
work?
home.
What can you do for work there?
Cook for them at home.
But then what about your career, Labidi? Content creation
Exactly.
career.
That's when I get compromised with my career. I can make career in Australia as well. like marketing,
As
promotions, but not as
a content creator.
Content creator, yeah, but not as that Bhutanese content creator. So for that, I need Bhutan as my avenue.
Yeah.
And that I'm not willing to compromise or give up anytime
Okay,
soon.
let's say if you were decided, let's say you want to now move to Australia permanently, be closer with your husband and your husband, what would you do? Like, what do you think you'll do? You'll do more marketing work, or you'll keep content creation now, divert to more Australia-centric? What do you think you'll do?
Definitely not Australian-centric. Because there's lots of Bhutanese in Australia, I can still do like Bhutanese-driven
You
content.
can go to some Buddhist restaurant.
Yeah, I've
Day
been
in a
doing
life-
that there.
day in a life with the Bhutanese
last
people.
vacation, you have no idea.
I think I saw
actually
one too.
made
I think
money
one to
also.
one.
Yeah, I went around restaurants. I met like Bhutanese and yalama so kind kusing I through namal through envelope to be jinder. So yeah, so I think there is opportunity. It's just that the avenue is different, and I cannot compromise Bhutan. No, I'm here for good.
Yeah. Me also.
So yeah, so I've been telling Norge like, okay, just be there for a year or so and just come back home. Through the RINXIN mobile mindu. Of course, when you have money,
you're more secure there.
you're more secure. But then again, for how long will you go chasing for money, compromising?
Yeah, I would say that to Norge because ko Japan the Australia has no. And
No, could the hustler, you know, Japan gamche hustle with then now that is very idle. Then he's like, okay, let's go to Australia. And I said, okay, you go. I'll stay back. Easy. Yalla, I'm like,
well,
yalla,
the fact that you guys are more okay with it.
Oh my
messy.
God, you
like
have no
I would think like
idea.
in a partnership, you'd be like, let's go, and one will say, don't go. And most likely when hajogo we chi majo jang mejo. But chi situation and he was also too.
But no, Norge is someone. The reason I think why I got married to this very person is because of the way he thinks and respects like my career. He knows my priority in Made, and then for that I respect him and love him more in Made. You know, like he gives me my space and I give him his space as well.
Yeah.
I know his priority and he knows my priority. So in that way, like clarity is there, but to be together is our struggle for now.
Okay.
So we are like, where do we actually settle?
Ah.
It's going to be Bhutan,
Has to
but
be.
when? When is the
When
question?
is the question? At least where is settled?
Yeah.
Demo.
Yeah,
But-
where?
but I
Where?
think
Yeah,
that's
of course,
good way of
no
looking
place
at it.
like home, yeah? No place. And I have to take care of my parents. No
Sure,
way.
Demo.
I can't go away from my parents.
Okay.
My dad, like, the moment I step out of country, Chika Dev the thing I miss you. See, the moment I'm out, he'll be like, I miss you.
I think.
Yes, I can't go away.
But you have a good relationship with your family. At
Yeah,
least we see
very-
that on
yeah.
internet. So that time you said you want to talk about the importance of family nowadays.
Yeah.
You know. So let's divert to that. then.
Exactly.
Pa,
So,
can I have some water? Hot water? Chicken? Would you like some?
Mungo? Mungo.
15, yeah. It's okay.
Wow, not bad.
Battery 2 hours since here.
Curate, tamache, delayed bit.
No, Benjamin, this is raw. We uncut.
No.
If you want to go to the washroom, we'll hear you peeing also. We'll still keep it in.
That's why the
In Japan, and here's the feature in the bidets. You can press a button, it'll go. So chica you get nyamego.
especially.
Okay, now can you boil it? Thank you. Okay. Okay, so yeah, just talk about your family.
No, so let me, like I was telling you before, I think at our age we are so busy like hustling. We have our own life to make.
Yeah.
We are stressed with our career. We feel so lost comparing our life with our friends and stuff. And in between, we forget our parents. And then parents, on the other hand, age na they pressure us so much. Remember, they expect so much from us. And then stressed parents, stressed kids. Then in between, there's like harmony loose. Remember, so in that sense, I always tell like young people, it's in fact the prime time to actually spend time with your parents. At this age, I travel so much with my parents because at this age they can enjoy traveling, they can enjoy pilgrimages, they can walk, they can eat whatever they come across. So the age, and then we can have fun with them, create more memories. So no message. Settle jo, retire jo, then we'll take them around. Take them for neck or take them, treat them like nice food. But then by the time your parents get old, nice food so na agashlo khana so me. Lamjuni said lamjomasu. Namjuna chiap kinisan, ya namjugi anigi, no AC dusugi bemasu version. And there's no point, even if you have money, but if your parents' health is not doing good, then there's no use. Then bindigi, at our age, I think it's very important to spend time with parents, love them, tell them you love them, and make their existence like
Acknowledge,
acknowledge them. Or definitely,
sure.
just say I thank you. Of course, not like Westerners. I love you, love the weird to me,
Remember.
but it's definitely very weird.
Yeah.
But at least be
Sure,
there
yeah.
for them. No, like I don't need to give him anything. My mom, I don't need to give her anything. But still, apalu the any voucher gi any woman agizlo 99 voucher recharge bill the bonus ki time na. I always make sure I recharge him like 100 recharge bill the ngai apa gamchi same go. It's like why ngai booming a recharge bill jimo. I mean it just makes him so happy. The small things.
That's actually a nice habit. So I think
Do
I'll
that.
urge everyone bonus
Yes.
time rim the mo pamlu ganye ba mo
Start
suru mo
yourself
199 mo vouchers tu jin the mo pamlu.
Yeah, I mean, it's the small things. The guy man,
Surely.
it's like kids treating them. Yeah? So yeah, those things. If you can't be there for them, at least like be there for them like in different sense.
Yeah, surely.
But then again, having said that, Australia na dimi duski lamma achim na tiru tando, apada ilhasa tando. Money isn't everything.
Yeah, me also I agree with that. I strongly agree with that.
I went to Lhasa last year.
Oh, nice.
And I was like,
Oh, you cannot say last night because 시장.
시장.
Come tell me. 같이 담아라. 우문치 와수민의 상상. 우질라이 tell me 담아라.
어데가 Lhasa joda.
मैं लफ्ज़ अनिया 시장 लफ्ज़ मच्छी pinch बेब तुसे come tell me ना अनिया लाखदू थे.
Yeah, maybe the and we loved either way gum.
Okay, whatever it is, अभी सागो दिना.
Ode I saw na joda the me lasher agi dubade. And then good thing.
I'll pour it. Thank you. Okay, go on.
Ngachi intern lapi me.
What you say again?
Intern.
No,
Me anna pilgrimage na joda garina. Karami old sons do minute.
Yeah, obviously.
Most of them are old, right?
Like
And then the best. No, I think I'm good. Yeah.
Okay.
The best thing is. Most of them were sponsored by their kids.
Yeah.
Alu parents ki melam taw da ngai alu Australia de me zero tam be na Lhasa hichi alu Australia ma hebachin ngache na momo slab me wade.
okay,
So
very
that's
nice.
like that's like basically enhancing lives. They know people living abroad, but I feel what they should do is also send someone with their parents. Like, you know what I mean? Like, parents, send someone who can actually look after them. Guide this own, agents own, but still, like, if you dearly love your parents, send someone to assist them, take them around, because like you said, do me this namjuna mazimi gamjdu airport na gamchi thapto be me Nepal airport na thapto be me handi parasha when they like stay at hotel and lift station na leva last na jodi some of them are literally waiting for me lift na juni gidenle denka da chika jodi zai delinga I would be like
Tour guide.
yeah ngachi guide he is very good but ngachi group na 18 dev that he can't be there for everyone in minute the shopping na gamji da chika jotani so I was like there for them they like trying to be there and I was like damn money isn't everything like if you know what I mean.
I know what you're saying.
So yeah,
I have a point on that, but let's just stick still with the trip to Lhasa because also my ultimate dream is to send my parents for pilgrimage in Lhasa.
You should go with
how much does it cost? Is it like a lot?
When I went, it was like package na rogi the 185 pyo me.
For 2 packs, 3 packs, one pack.
21 days.
21 days. Damn, 21 days. Who wants to go to that long? We'll cut the hill.
And check me jo, the resume is jo.
21 days. Hey, okay, then it's
21 days, 3 weeks. There
So
you
also
go from
1.
Nepal.
1.8.
That's 165 na
165.
Yeah.
So 165 into 2.
It's so
so
worth
320 them she's not some chow in my back of the mind.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, it's so worth it. I tell you.
Okay.
The jo love the apa the chamchdan is it?
I'm with Josie na check
You should go also.
I'm not very just liking
I
person.
just go and be there with your parents. Great memory for 21 days. That's it.
Okay, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, do that for me.
Do that
at
for
least,
you, yeah.
At least I'll be like, yes, this guy did it. Say.
No, I spend a lot of time with my family. I always have dinner with them. Always, sometimes lunch also.
Aw, that's sweet.
So I still live with them. So at this bonding time, they go up so But then no, dream is always back of the head. If you do well in life.
Why not? There's a Lhasa Tango ceremony. There are so many places in Bhutan.
My mom watches this podcast. Mommy, dato me. Atiji long time stuck in dato di me. Atiji still need to hustle a little bit more.
Yeah, of course. Like, yeah, I need to take my parents. So probably I'm waiting for my sister. I've told her, like, you take parents abroad, I'll take Appa and Amma within Bhutan. So it's very, remember that
Yeah,
within
fair
Bhutan, the younger one will do abroad. Ashim Bikesh having.
But how's Lhasa? Because I've always seen in pictures.
Oh my God.
Modernized with all the shopping malls and everything.
I love the
How's it
shopping
going,
mall
lah?
those days.
Mia.
Here, Miro market. Shopping mall. I don't remember walking to any shopping malls, no.
Oh, then I was mistaken then.
But no, it is really, landscape-wise, stunning. People, it's like, oh my God, very kind.
What's the population of Lhasa? Bigger than Thimphu?
I have no idea. Obviously bigger, I'm sure. I need to check that.
How long were you there?
21 days, but probably the whole trip was 21 days there.
The Gate ki bombe.
Wow, you go to Lhasa, then you actually migrate to different places with it because pilgrim sites is but it's worth it.
Nice. And this was when? When was this?
Last year.
Last year, yeah.
We read about, what do you remember reading about Milarepa?
That he goes Sayum black magic ta Sayum 10, then he eats something, he becomes blue, thorns out, palai pilai mo. Something like that, right? Story connected, is it? I'm not sure. But yeah, he does black magic. He does
black magic, right?
Yeah.
So we read about it. They
have a different interpretation of it.
Same place, na? Same place they go black magic. And the mountain he cast black magic on, it is so unique. Like, of all the mountains, that particular mountain is like copper reddish, and that's the place where he casted black magic. So all the things we read when we were in primary school, you actually see it with your eyes. Then it's like, damn, like these people who we consider God, and even at they were also human ones, So then you seek inspiration from them, thinking like we can also be like them if we really strive to, like seek what is there for us. Remember that in universe, so it was quite enlightening for me.
Very nice.
Enlightening.
So would you consider yourself a religious person? Or
Spiritual.
Spiritual person.
Yeah.
So do you have your toilam? Do you pray every day?
Yes.
Do you chip fishling? Do you have a chesham in your house?
Oh my God, you have no idea. So 2022 ki my New Year resolution was to build chesham. So 2020, yeah. No, 2021 I monument. By 2022, now you come in my house, you'll be surprised. What was my priority is my chesham. In fact, Bhutan whole day I was like, I bought like whole set of kanjur, and then I took it to my chesham. So come to my chesham.
But then how often do you visit the chesham in a day?
Twice, or at least twice. Yes. Sorry. Because and I feel very bad for my Annie, so I do that.
But good practices.
I'm very spiritual.
Okay. So when you think about spiritual, why is it? Is it because of family, or is it because you just explored and curious?
Well, before I thought I inherited, like culturally inherited this trend, but now I've come to realization that it is necessary. So yeah, I definitely seek lots of inspiration from my parents and my appa. He does trema. Most of our family members, they're into trema. So I joined trema, and last December.
What was that? Please educate me.
Wow, really?
No, I'm not very familiar.
How do I explain?
Just try to explain it as the best you can. We're not experts here, so don't worry. No one's going to judge. And if we are wrong, someone will correct us in the comments. Don't worry.
How do I explain this?
Yeah, so try to explain to someone like me and someone who's watching who doesn't know what it is.
And religious, and this is the interpret.
Huh? Tantric practice, yeah.
Then he introduced base there.
Okay, anyways, you explain it in your understanding.
Okay, trema it was there since like I don't really know. I feel like I'll get lots of backlash for like talking about it because I'm not expert
Yeah,
in this.
but we're telling you
Nee.
that we're not experts. Someone will correct us in the comments, but at least
Okay.
that was to get me a little understanding.
That's a darshap jodebade. So basically they have this che bene yimbade che. So not that small tongue tinga, the big one. So that one is che. And I really like that word che. Che means cut off, you know, cut off from everything. And then just like that's my interpretation. Like focus focus baby. Then I got myself into this che. So when we do che, it's just like practicing any religious sect. You have your own sect of prayers.
Yeah.
So generally all the goddess and the same meme, but tema na the main ngajiga no some tango sewachin tema na mo same and our Zawi Lama will be Rinpoche.
Okay.
Yeah. So now I have inherited like whole any Temagi practitioners as my Dharma sisters and brothers.
Okay.
So yeah, that's something which I'm really excited to. Because last year I joined me with the December.
Okay, very nice. Yeah, I think your life is very well balanced. Okay, so maybe
No,
before we...
because I feel like spirituality is something we need to embed in our system when we are young also.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what Rinpoche literally told me, like, oh, just because you're young doesn't mean like you're going to be here, practice, and when you're getting old. So I was like, that makes so much of sense, no? The tunga traveling, trekking to mountain, meeting people makes me so happy. It's my ecstasy, right? But then when I die, will these memories take me
the next
elsewhere?
life, yeah.
Hell no. So what is more important is also practice spirituality and then like really balance your life image. So that's where I'm at right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. Very nice.
Oh, that was very bad interpretation. Oh my
But
God.
it's okay.
I might get scolding for that.
Someone correct us in the comments.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so before
I'll come out with like better answer next time.
Okay. Before we move on, chin's question yellow man akanyemiga. Yeah, pin the laps.
Initially, were there a career path you have always been interested in pursuing, aside from being a content creator?
Okay,
Yes.
1 second before if no one caught that before Gashlo laps. Initially, was there a career path you have always been interested in pursuing aside from being a content creator?
Hell yes.
What was it?
Can you guess? Can you guess?
Teacher, I wanted it. Math teacher, she's very
Why would you
outspoken.
say teacher?
Actor.
No, that would be the last thing I would do.
But you did it.
But
though.
I did it. Exactly. So life is like such a surprise animation. Wow.
Something in hospitality.
I wanted to be politician.
Oh, really?
I do political science as
Eh.
my degree, but because
You can still be a politician
Me-
there. You can still be.
But I don't have that urge like I
Like
used to
him,
have
oh.
before, yeah.
But
so
her question is, if you weren't a content creator, you'd be a politician, you think?
I don't know. Or you never know. I could be politician in future also. Man, anyways, 2008 now. First election, 2008. na day min na day. So there was so much of hype about democracy, politician, you know. Then that's when I was like, damn, that sounds very futuristic. But then I took my bachelor's in political science. But later I thought, like, maybe there's more for me to do. Like, I've parked that ambition for myself for now, but I don't know.
Okay,
Oh,
politics. Who
Parwala.
knows? Next time, Dasho, DENKAR MP will be one signing off the document which makes air ticket flight fees lower. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows?
There are so many people who are capable to
Yeah, but you have influence there.
influence the content creating. Otherwise, I don't think I'll have leverage. But no. I was actually invited to some party to
Oh, it
join
actually
them last election.
Who knows? You could have been
But-
Lempo right now. Who knows?
But no, I was like, no, not this time.
You don't want the orange scarf, huh?
I mean, who wouldn't? But I think you need to really wait for the right timing.
Okay, it's not
for
yet.
things like that, like for some serious businesses. So
Come on then.
yeah.
Sit in a chair, go for lunch break at
That's not
12:30.
me.
Go lunch break at 12:30, come back at 2:30, go home at 4, saying you have doctor appointment, tolop
No.
zi, garisa, prado, fortunate chita.
No.
No, text this to gar pocket and soup. It's nice life, man.
Shumitsu. No. Oh my God, we'll be so screwed for this. Just like run video. But yeah, no.
Okay, let's go back to. You said you were on a social media detox, man. So what got you to
Yes.
that point? And
I was
how was
burned
it?
out.
And how did you, what did you get? What are some takeaways you had after the coming back?
I got too burned. Honestly, I got too burned out, especially in Perth ki trip na this time because I was promoting this film with Love from Bhutan, and then I was only cast who joined the premiere, and it was first premiere in Australia.
Nice.
So the production landed me the responsibility to actually screen, and then I really had to. And then I was also taking part in sales and marketing of the whole anime, the movie. So I landed up using social media so much that I got a little too burned out. I was live on TikTok constantly every single day when I was in Perth.
Why?
And it plays huge role in me. But to market my movie.
Oh, to market the
so
movie.
yeah, not like randomly being there without purpose. Of course, I had my purpose. So I felt too burned out. Then I went to Canberra, and that's when I told them I want to take break because I needed that break so much. Because sometimes it's nice to sort of shut down, disconnect to connect with yourself, and I didn't do that for almost 6 years. I wanted to do last year.
Wow, 6 years.
Yeah, I wanted to detox myself last year, but every time I'm in Bhutan, I mean, my bread and butter comes from social media, right? Like promotion, marketing has to be posted on my platform. Otherwise, people won't hire me or enroll me. So Bhutan, they chance they post my then they collab bego. So 1 month break, it's like DENKAR living a broke life in Bhutan.
No earnings the more.
Yeah, no earnings basically. So it was very hard for
So
me to
when
detox.
you're saying social media detox, Charamo, forget about going live and doing your work. Were you at least checking Instagram, YouTube, Facebook?
Not as often, no.
Yeah, but
not,
a little bit.
But no, Chamra Mindu Bade. One time, no, there were days where I was not even looking at my phone.
Okay.
Like I'm so obsessed with myself. I don't even have time to really look into what's going on with others' life. It's like, it's their life. I'm not even interested. If people are interested in life, then yes, please focus on me, right? So if I post, like I'll count my like, I'll count the comments for 10 minutes. For 10 minutes, yes. Then I'll know whether my post will do good or not. Then I can easily predict, this post will easily earn like this many likes, comments. First story, most active, and these people are very prominent ones. So I get excited, and when I don't post anything, then I'm like, I don't even get that urge to see, because it's basically the people's life that I would be watching. And like few days down the line, will I remember their post? Hell no. So it's just me wasting my time, remember? So I'm like, no. So it's been very healthy.
Okay, so...
But my sister was like, please go online. Online if the charging I follower. I was like, can you please respect my privacy? Yeah, I didn't go online. I was basically offline.
Okay, so what did you, after all that, what did you realize and what did you take away? Well, I need fresh fiasime, or I learned the importance of detaching. What were some things that you...
I actually got so many works done. I'm actually working on my second book. I have my first book, right? So it's all sold out. Then I was thinking to reprint first one, but then again
Reprint
I
it,
thought
right? To sell more,
to sell more. But now I want to do the second edition, so add like more contents there. So I'm almost done doing like all the contents for my second edition. So that was like super helpful.
Okay.
Otherwise, I don't think I would like get things done. So I got that work done. Then basically I had ample of time to watch movies. I was listening to music, and for the first time I felt how it feels to get bored.
Oh, so you've never been bored?
I was never bored. I remember telling Norge and my sister, I'm bored like twice. I said, I'm so bored, guys. Can you do something? And my sister, come, let's go for a walk. I'm like, I've done that. Like, do something. I'm getting bored. And then I read book, and I follow Mel Robinson. I'm a big fan of her. That's why I wear this glass, because it's like she's so big.
I heard the name
so
before.
She's like big self-help mentor.
Oh, okay.
I remember if it wasn't her, then it was definitely someone self-help. You really have to feel that feeling of getting bored, Losi.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
So that's when I was like, Denka, if you're feeling bored,
It's okay.
let it be.
Let it
you
be
know,
boring,
like,
yeah.
okay, just let it be. Let it be. Get bored, get bored. It was so boring. I said, okay, let's get boring, let's get bored.
I think you and I are very similar. I hate getting bored also.
Yeah.
But I think that's because I have attention deficiency. No, maybe you have ADHD also.
Same to you.
I know.
Yeah.
But then it's good to sit still and not do anything. Because people like us, I think, similar, restless do it. So be comfortable in being uncomfortable. It'll help you calm down. So because sometimes when you have high energy, you also can get chances of anxiety.
That's true, no? Man, anxiety nga thopni risk. But anyways, last detox na gachi base the best thing on the planet. I pooped on time.
Wow.
Every
That's
morning.
the thumbnail right there.
I swear.
Clip right
I
now.
swear. It's like this phone, if I would take my phone, like it's mandatory. Otherwise, I have like stack of magazines in toilet, right? The mabiru shampoo tubing and label I would really need to have something to hold on to so that like I get shits done. This time no phone, right? So no charm in like
Smartphone was created in 2006. Before 2006, God, shampoo love.
that was DENKAR for sure. Seriously.
Oh my God, natural oils,
And clean and
almond.
clear, clean and clear your face wash, clean and clear your face. So ingredients So really, anyways, this time I said no phone, nothing. I said Daru. I would have a glass of water, then just like read. What makes you not Buddhist? I read like several times now. So I read, then my poop was coming on time. Then I was pooping on time. Like, no distraction. You just sit on the pot, like idly, get it done, get your morning business done. Then you have a happy day for rest of the day, happy hour.
You get your shit done in the morning, Memo. These days I've been, I'm afternoon. Like after lunch.
Oh, really?
After lunch.
Like the morning. So I was like, the happiest little girl.
Because if you're pooping in the morning more, then you're going with full of poop to sleep there. I like to go to poop before I sleep, so I'm empty in the morning, rather than going full at night and emptying in the morning.
Man, the chiru ani kolo gidon I was then doba we unload but I don't know how the size
maybe
works.
some poop expert can explain to us which is better, pooping in the morning or in the afternoon. Let us know in the comments. When do you poop?
Yes. But social media thing was like very I think that's the biggest reward already for 2025. Bucket list tick.
Nice. I'm proud of you.
No,
I'm impressed.
from now on, every year I want to take 1 month off.
Because like last month, I lost my phone, so I was without my phone for like a week. So
that was not voluntary.
Not voluntary,
by default.
But I appreciated it.
Okay,
I appreciate because my phone mini, I had not many things to do because I was distracted on the shit. Chim clean chop, exercise.
You cleaning home?
Oh, because I have nothing to do. So it makes you more.
Really cleaning home?
Remember the shit that you put in the back of your side of your head, man? I finally got those shit done.
No, Andi, I think we spend so much of time. One time, what's your biggest screen time?
Like if I'm working, it goes up to 7-8 hours.
One time I had max 9 hours on screen.
Ooh.
Screen time. I was like, okay, Denka, like now that's too much, and my eyes are only getting worse. So me the screen time, me barely an hour also. Like I was like, oh my God. And then Norgi was so annoyed. Later on, he complained my mom saying like, use more. Then Norgi told me what my husband is like fiddling his phone, and I'm like watching movie, and he's not giving attention. He wasn't giving attention to me either. So then I'm like, can you not use phone? Phone I would just snatch the phone. They call us, detox
because it's a program thing, the scroll. Brain rot content ki meaning reason it's just little taps of dopamine in your head to make you happy. Make you happy. Just add some shit to do. So procrastinate, baby, phone chitro. I said, give me 10 minutes to just be rot my brain. 2 hours.
2 hours, Joe.
My
Morning
God.
But do you read like Robin Sharma 5 a.m.? I'm like huge fan of that 5 a.m. club ki book. That's one of my
I'm
favorite.
a 5 a.m. club in sleeping. I sleep at 5 a.m.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I like editing at night. So churu around 10 p.m. peaky. Then like
okay.
I enjoy. Then there's no
Guys,
one to bother me.
this is to people watching around. If you're in Thimphu, if you're caught up in thick soap, after 10 a.m. till 5 a.m. in the morning. Call this guy,
No,
you'll
I'm
be
working.
awake.
I'm working. Then I'm sleeping from 5 a.m. Then
Wow.
from 5 a.m. I'm sleeping till, let's say, noon. Then my day begins around 1. Lunch is my
Hey, that's
breakfast.
interesting. Yeah, it used to start at 5 a.m. before I got married.
But I admire people who could do that. See.
I stay late and I wake up early. Ngagi problem
not
with-
sleeping.
No,
Very
no.
bad.
My problem is I can't sleep. That's the problem.
Insomnia?
Yeah, I get insomnia.
It's-
I get anxiety often, so
Huh?
that's something I'm working on right now.
Then there are some solutions which are not legal which I can recommend you.
Drugs.
But then insomnia, yeah. How much hours are you sleeping averagely on a day?
5?
Okay, 5 is not that bad, but sleep. My sister read a book about the sleep, how important it is more. Everyone should be getting 8 or more, and if you have anything less than 7, long-term effects you may. You have a high chance of a cardiac arrest, strokes.
Yeah, heart strokes. I got sick birthday one time. I had this heart stroke thingy.
So try
Yeah.
to prioritize
Yeah.
sleep. You
I
know.
know.
What you can try is the local remedies, like hot shower.
It doesn't work. I do like chamomile.
chamomile tea.
I loved it.
chamomile tea.
No, it doesn't work.
Read a boring book. Watch a boring movie.
No. Movie though, I sleepy.
Yeah.
I go to
I love to sleep by watching movie. Yeah, that's my
yeah?
favorite thing to do. Play
so,
game.
yeah. No? So night isn't my favorite time. Morning.
You're
yeah.
a morning person.
The I think daybreak, it's like, finally it's day. I think I hate darkness. In general, yeah.
Who likes the darkness?
No, some people they prefer night, but I'm like, no. I'm like morning, daybreak.
Ngadi, I prefer. I like mornings actually, but loni lakachap me, and the fact that I'm more productive working at night when there's no one to bother me, less chances.
Yeah, that makes
it
sense.
works for me. Ani, that's just my way of living life. Okay.
Because you're not married, so one day when you get married, you'll come. You will do everything on time.
Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when you get there.
Oh, yeah.
But then until then, Masha, it works for me.
Yeah.
But all you love me more.
Malab's like over stressed. I'm actually getting so stressed over these things, Saro. But they say, yeah.
Yeah, like I said, we'll cross that bridge when you get
yeah,
there.
yeah,
Worry about it then. Let future Denkar worry about it. Present Denkar doesn't need to worry about it.
Oh, thank you for that. I needed that big time.
How I Met Your Mother do you watch?
I think I've watched like snippets.
Okay, so anyways, there's two friends called Barney and Ted. And Ted is actually simple. Barney the outgoing over there. So one day Ted is having a bad day and he's like, come, let's go out tonight more. Let's go out and have fun long. And Ted's like, no, Nabo, I have so much shit to do more. He says, that's future Ted's problem, not present Ted's. Okay, that's future Ted. Let him suffer. The present Ted enjoy baby. So he takes him.
Oh, yeah.
So I use that.
But that makes sense
I
also.
use that. And also another thing is like, getting drunk is borrowing happiness from tomorrow lower there. You have to return it back.
That makes sense too. No? Yeah.
Well, speaking of which, yeah, I'm also on a detox. I've not been drinking for 1 month. I'm planning 3 months.
Wow.
Yeah, my
Why
skin,
so?
my
Why
skin
so?
has improved so much.
Yeah, no wonder why you were glowing the moment I saw you.
It's the lights, but it's okay.
Why?
Just
Sagadaba?
no. I went to Thailand and I enjoyed the nightlife there. So I said, when I come back to Bhutan, I want to
Did you
work
do
hard.
any blunder after drinking that you're regretting so much that you decided to?
Yeah, I lost my phone. I lost my phone, but that was not the biggest blunder. The
Yeah.
phone I used it for 3 years. Obviously, very
Emotional attachment.
not emotional attachment. Like the amount I paid for it, it's worth it because I could have resold it. But then, like whatever, phones can be bought and sold.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
again,
true. That's true.
At least nothing like serious happened. But I also thought like I had too much fun. Now time to like
Get back to work, get serious.
and just try to test myself, challenge myself whether I can avoid, drinking and having fun for a bit, not for a long time. For
Do you
whole
think
life.
you can do that?
It's been
easily?
1 month. It's been 1 month. Not just challenge,
No?
and body. It's really been like I'm seeing a lot of benefits. Like skin.
It's so conscious skin.
No, it's not Thomas. Like narana is
Of course.
energy.
First
energy.
rangi feel be
And
also.
energy. I have so much more energy. I have more energy because I feel like if I drink, let's say one night more, next day half day, at least half
You
day is
waste
gone.
half day. Yeah,
At least
for
half
sure.
day is gone.
Sure.
So I think the small habits you apply. I'm not sure how long I'll continue to do it, but it's something I recommend everyone at least 2 weeks out of your life. If you're
Give a
drinking,
liver break.
Not just liver, because a lot of sugar over the alcohol. So it really affects your body, energy levels, your skin. So certain things like that also. And your mood also, tantrums also. Like if you're drunk and next day you get up hangover, you're cranky, you know, you're a little bit on your period mode, you know, like, so all those kind of like, gole bit.
First time chama thumba these.
No, every year for 1 month I do. I
yeah,
take
that's
detox.
nice.
It's called
No,
sober
I'm
October.
not like heavy drinker anyway. But when I drink, I just drink not to the point where like I get shit drunk and I don't know where I'm going.
So
and
some
stuff.
people relationship with alcohol relationship do.
Yeah.
But for me, it's I won't say terrible, but then I'm the person like once I'm having a good time, I get carried away.
Ah.
Once I have a good time, like
Tallu ho
first
jata hai, ab
में
tallu.
तो shut everybody come now. I'm that type, Ani.
Shit.
So Ani, that's the problem with me. But then like
Ko
trying to dial it
chandu be des ko bol ko jo be de unni me long ma de ko.
back. 5 shots all on DENKAR. She makes good money. She makes good. Australia home chile.
Oh my God.
Don't pay on. Let's go. So.
If I ever see you, I'm just gonna run away. Like especially these days. Wait.
Wait, you gotta leave.
Maybe.
Okay. Anyways,
Yeah.
before we move on, one thing I wanted to talk about was, so as a content creator yourself, a successful one that may be more,
I'm still hustling.
but still, at least in terms of the standpoint, I want to know, like, you don't need to tell the numbers, no, but then where does your revenue sources come from and how is it sustainable? Because last time I talked to artists from Rebellions, I've talked to Wangchen also. So everyone has a different type of content they make and
Right,
also how they are surviving through this livelihood.
Right.
So I want to hear your perspective, like, how are your revenue sources coming from and is it sustainable?
Well, it has improved so much, Ngaidi. I think because of the followers also, because like they are the biggest social currency that I have or
Yeah.
any other content creator have. So the main source of income, I mean, of course, we earn from social media, but it's not that handsome as we get from collab and endorsements. So the huge amount, not like huge, but at least most of the income comes from marketing, advertisement, promotion. And then the second, that's the primary source of income. And
Okay.
the secondary source of income is directly through YouTube. YouTube. TikTok, oh my God, TikTok is like quite, if you can really like pull off, you make good money. Like one time I remember making like more than 100,000 when I went live once. Yeah, 1 lakh plus.
Were you playing a game or just
Yeah,
there?
I was playing game.
Yeah, you're playing game.
Yeah.
No, the game is a different dynamic.
Yeah. But randomly gifts just
Yeah, but I don't think you want to get 1
You
lakh.
have to go live in Mevade.
Yeah, live, yeah.
But I mean, like TikTok na games, the YouTube na 2 months low. You know, like YouTube na you have to keep feeding income.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
But I think YouTube is more sustainable than TikTok for sure. So now like direct social media na le thopme tumne di. Sad thing is, when I lived in Australia, then I used to have this option. TikTok, Instagram, the Facebook, the comment, gift this, you earn revenue. The moment we enter our location, Bhutan, we don't have that provision. Did you know that?
But YouTube get into both.
मैं YouTube ना लेती हूँ YouTube ना लेती हूँ Instagram the Facebook ना Instagram ना gift की form ना भी any revenue हमें बदे but unfortunately we can't monetize that so we can't monetize that हमें बदे so there's no way we can compete with any global content creators because they have more leverage over any location wise. So yeah, but anyway, like my primary source of income comes from all the promotion, marketing, endorsement. Secondary, it's from the digital direct social media platforms. So yeah.
Okay. So one question I want to ask is,
And is it sustainable?
Yeah,
You
sustainable.
said,
So
yes,
sorry.
sir.
Let's go.
It is challenging. It is challenging. When you make money, you make money. When you don't make money. So that's why you really need to take risk and be that hustler. Otherwise, you stay broke.
that too, but on notice basis, at least now content creators, influencers, what you might call it,
Yeah.
they're getting popular from whatever reason, whether it be vlogging or dancing or singing, and then the money comes in for endorsements, like you said,
Yeah.
and then they do like ambassadorships for this brand,
Yeah.
talk about this product.
Yeah.
Then slowly their content starts to deviate from what they were known for to
Yeah.
becoming this walking billboard advertisement.
That's true.
And
No,
I see a
that's
big
what-
trend right now.
That's what I fear as well. That's why like I did not actually like. It was initially me. Now it was initially me when. How do I put it in a word now?
What?
So before when education consultancies came in the market, none of them had brand ambassadors or representative. So I was the first one who came out as the brand ambassador for this consultancy. Then later, then other consultancies started to enrose. Now it has become like very common. Remember? So for last 2 years, I literally took break, and Norgi did not want me. Then he was like, my mom was like, consultancies me bachin influencer this tora me thop the melo se. I was like, that hit me so hard. Then he was like, honey, don't get engrossed education consultancies, I'm gonna pay you, don't get engrossed, not this say. But now I'm going to I'm actually like gonna work with some consultancy, but that's not like just based on like walking billboards. Remember, we have like more than any education services to offer. So yeah.
Right. So now that you're having so many opportunities in like this and that more, now are you still going to focus on content creating?
Yes.
So,
travel, yes.
So what are the plans for 2025?
My niche is travel, and because I know many people know me through travel, and they know me as mountain girl, and they know me as traveler, and I, on whatsoever reasons, I don't want to deviate myself. So 2025, I really want to do more contents, more reels from Bhutan, which will not only be for Bhutanese, because so far I've generated contents for Bhutanese audience in Made. You know, many negi, ko, neko, na.
So now you want to focus on the foreign market.
Yes, foreign market, saying like, what is Bhutan? You know, let's say like, oh, Bhutanese traveler, living life of Bhutanese traveler in Bhutan. Say. So foreigners are saying, like, what's the local experience you get, which is not an itinerary. Say. And I'm actually able to advise them, remember? So now whatever content I want to put on, I want to keep my bigger picture, bigger audience as the Chilips and non-Bhutanese, of course. And then they generate the contents.
Okay, so any sneak peek for what you're planning at least
the
this
biggest trek this year. I'm not naming it.
Biggest trek, yeah.
Yes, the most challenging trek.
Good. I'm getting nice
You
scoop
tell
these
me.
days, man. Huh? What? Which is the
Most
biggest
challenging trek gachimu Bhutan gi.
trek? Singizong na.
Wow, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Singizong ninga hichi. Now I'm trekking to Singizong next month.
Okay.
But
Hichigahema.
Hichi?
Yeah, then again going back.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
nice.
I'm doing another biggest trek for 30 days.
I don't know where that is. Where is 30 days? 30 days, yeah. Shishiga.
Seriously, the interns here. Jelazong longest trek.
Yeah. Keep it curious for the comments.
Yeah, please comment the most challenging trek. I'm gonna do that this year. So that should be the big thing that I would be doing.
All right. How long are we gone? Kamchasi?
Almost 2 hours.
Okay.
I think this is the longest podcast.
No.
You'll take time uploading this video.
You'll take time, but don't worry. I'll use midnight data package. Okay. Guys, longer. Okay, so we're wrapping up. So we'll do on common personality test questions. We do. Okay. So this is our personality test that I've created. Okay. And I have my prediction, and everyone knows who watches. So I want to know, what is your favorite Lay's packet color?
Okay, I know that.
Now here's my theory. Okay. My theory is, if you're a girl, 90% it's blue.
You're so wrong.
Wrong? Okay.
That's
wrong.
not me.
Yeah. What's your favorite Lay's packet?
Guess, you guess.
Then if that's the case, red.
Wow, I think you see
Red
me
Maya.
as very different person. Probably that 4 Japanese faces.
Okay,
I
what is
love
it?
green.
Oh, you're a green person.
I'm onion
oh, you're a
girl.
green. Oh, sour cream.
Oh,
okay.
green. Oh my gosh.
Nola is green, so
Love it.
you'll be a fan.
Yeah.
Okay, so green.
Why
all
would you
love
say
these days.
blue?
Blue. I don't know. All girls like blue lace for some reason.
Probably girls you dated or
No. Much now
How can
podcast
you
game today.
generalize? Oh,
Which is my
really?
favorite? Huh?
Green,
okay.
see?
Okay, green. Okay, I'm wrong.
Exactly. Yeah,
Let's see,
I'm
let's
like
see,
green,
let's see,
green,
let's see.
green.
Okay,
green.
green is winning these days. Okay. Blue.
Yeah.
Okay, what is your favorite noodle? Cup nani? What do you call ramen to eat? Chimna?
I don't actually. I'm not very spicy girl. I really don't have favorites.
Noodle me, yeah.
Coca.
Yeah, coca. Okay.
Yeah, I'm like hardcore coca.
Okay, veg cook or chicken cook?
Chicken.
Ramen more. You don't like the samyangs and the shin
Samyas,
ramyans?
no. That's not my daily go-to. So my daily go-to is like coca. I'm known as Kokamaya in the family.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you were to die tomorrow and you knew more, what would your final meal be today?
Damn. Oh my God, really?
Yeah, what would your final meal be today? If you can't think about a specific meal, think about a thali. What same will be there? And what kind of rice?
White rice.
Okay.
White rice. That's the Keldingi. That's the Gondongu.
Gondodatsi.
Oh my God, yeah, Gondodatsi. I'll have Gondodatsi. I'll probably have like some fried chicken, maybe like some fried chicken. Gondo, that's a very weird combo. That Emma, green Emma, butter na fried
meaty soup, yeah.
yeah, and pumpkin soup. Damn.
Okay.
Very weird combos.
Very
but
weird
yeah.
combo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no?
but-
Yeah.
And no dessert?
Dessert.
What about
I'm not
beverage?
that-
What
yeah,
beverage would you have?
Beer.
Beer, yeah. What kind?
Probably Sergio for now.
So is it yellow or
Yellow.
Oh, yellow.
Yellow,
My
yeah.
favorite
Yeah.
also. It's very
That's
nice.
my upper and my favorite
Yeah,
drink
my
now,
favorite
for now,
also.
yeah.
It's good beer. All right. Then finally, our question. Oh yeah, you talked about movies during your detox manner. So in this podcast, you talk a lot about movies. So what kind of movies did you watch and what are your
Pushpa.
Pushpa.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Sandalwood.
was like, yeah, Pushpa. I was like, damn. Pushpa there. I watched all the Bollywood movies.
No.
Yeah.
You're a Bollywood person.
Yeah, I've people around me who are like hugely influenced by Bollywood.
Bollywood is no more.
But I'm not like movie person. I watch like documentary a lot.
Okay. Any documentaries you like? You can recommend to our viewers to watch.
Trekkers, 14 Peaks.
Oh, 14 Peaks. Yeah, very good documentary. I watched.
I love this guy.
Did you watch Free Solo? It's about a guy who climbs a mountain with no safety equipment.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Very nice. I
Yeah.
think you might like because time I remember.
Yeah, documentaries and all. Yeah, talking of documentary, Will Smith and I documentary.
Oh yeah.
I don't know whether
She
it's
met Will
this
Smith.
year.
Huh?
I worked with him.
When will that come out?
We don't have the dates
So
yet.
it's pole to pole imo. And
the
what
pole
was
to
your role in that? And what do you call? Was it like a local guide for Will Smith in
I was
Bhutan?
his adventure buddy.
Eh na so ko danda chikara joya shebe.
Yeah.
Katji.
And I drew. I'm
NDA sign baby.
Yeah, I'm his adventure buddy.
And then you were hired from this National Geographic team.
Yeah.
They contacted you. Yeah. Wow.
National Geographic outsourced to UK firm Ethiopia.
And you
so
identified you?
Ethiopia was casting.
And they identified you.
Yes,
And they,
yes,
see, this is how we same shit we do. Okay, but they're
Yeah.
big scale now. I heard there were like 100 proud rows they hired and
100 the mother, but there's
10.
a lot of products. And the gola that I had, my God, I had body double.
body
I had my body double and stuff.
for the shots. Yeah.
Yeah, and then whatever if you see my mom and I, like, if you see my mom wearing something which I wore yesterday, it's not because she's wearing mine, okay? Because she has what I have what she has. Because any costume, not one, not two, tin deta hai.
Nice.
Same shirt, sum. Same backpack, same dome,
So for continuity shots, yeah.
And they don't want to compromise even.
But they have budget like anything. They
Yeah,
want.
should there be any stains on my shirt? Like instantly, like they want it to be changed. So is it all same?
So
same,
your
same,
outfit
same.
is decided by the stylist, na?
Yeah.
They look at you, catch your vibe, and push
you
your
wouldn't
clothes.
believe even the color combo.
Of course, man.
Color combo. As then it was the three of us, the characters. Then we were seen the what is wearing which color, so that it pops up on screen. So that level of creativity and thing they have in the
But they also have money. There's like $1 million.
Yeah,
It's a
and
multi-million dollar project.
No, sometimes I actually be chasing for the first time. I was like,
Huh?
damn.
Kajlo? I want to try actually.
To get up na me.
Kajme? For this show, yeah.
Then shooting the the
Oh.
location na the
Oh.
So
I was trying to get in
so
this.
ngen me that staff this like actually banu ba de
Oh.
staff actually banu then any portable toilet de ba
Yeah,
de
portable.
chap se clean chap me chilip chi de so
Oh.
for the first toilet get a long bit in the way so ngaji the cast be the I was only like the prominent Bhutanese cast
Yeah.
so nga toilet jo the khud in the so I was like okay slab the ngaji toilet ngaji cast ki toilet then them chi koi he makes sure he cleans it me the so I nga them chi ko jo me na se clean be jo shi ga then I was like damn ngaji ki du ya khavna No, no, chili chapsu chowmin. No, sometimes I was like, wait, I was like, oh girl, you earned it. Like, damn, what did I do in my life to be treated? Because ngaji dup di chika jo bi beomene de la. Rokosu chika yimi naome beode di. Wait, maruchira do se.
So you can quote me on this is the thumbnail. Logo. DENKAR. Chindu chilip gekam na jo awa chow dogosh. Nga na ho chilip na ho nga awa chow.
I know. Tell me this thing and that's lonely.
But anyways, how was Will Smith in person when you met him? No?
One takeaway from him, irrespective of his stardom, super. He's the. I'm sure. He is the actor with an even the best actor award. Besides the Oscar.
Oscar CMG.
Me so dusuge awards na leba dumena ko.
Well, if you
For the movie and all, I guess.
if you consider big awards more,
Yeah.
he's only won one Oscar.
The Oscar
if
if
you compare like BAFTA, Screen Actor Guild, Golden Globe, but he's not the most decorative. The most decorative, I think, is Daniel Day-Lewis. So come
And this was, but he's a like huge star,
Of course,
right?
he's a superstar,
So
superstar.
one takeaway that I learned from him is to be a listener. Ngajini lo love debda. You just know this guy is present and listening to
Okay.
me. You know what I mean? He's like, you just know with the body, the eyes, breathing, whatever. He's so present. He gives like 101% ears to you, Messi. Then, is like, I know the answer. I just want to say it out loud. By the time you're like halfway through with your question, he's like, then he really dissects. He really thinks. Then he answers Messi. And I'm like, wow, superstar like him, very humble and great listener.
Well, he came back to do that program with you after a PR disaster, so maybe I'd say that humbled him.
Yeah.
But he was my hero there. After that incident, I was like, "Ay, Will Smith, why, Atta? Why? Why, Atta?" Did you ask him about that, by the way? You
Yeah,
asked him?
that's going to happen
What was
in
going
this.
through your heads? Yeah.
And abuse that
Yeah,
together.
you reveal Byung, yeah.
Byung now,
Oh,
stop.
wow, sneak peek. And you know, you understand. After off camera, you tell me. Though.
Off
camera, you tell me. Off camera.
So, bhai me this translator bo we love chume. This
Off
is Denka
off camera. Off camera. Kemi ko chili this how go say chena I see this. Kanye me shi to two chili.
Why chili gitrujin bahar baby me ngashi de han bitrujin.
Sorry, no, not two. I take it back. I hire Ben next time. I use me check on it.
Remember, they flew me to London. I was like,
Why?
they flew me business, man.
Why flew you to London?
I just had like 30 minutes interview.
Oh, London for what? For this program? For the confession camps.
Post shooting.
To talk about, in this scene, I was like thinking like that.
It was basically about like the whole experience and about myself for 30 minutes. 30 minutes interview, they flew me to London.
Obviously, they have a multi-million-dollar budget.
But I love
You think more when they have like a $50 million project funding. $1,000, $2,000. Ha ha.
And business the dream.
Okay, sorry.
Logo me Delhi na and because no casting star respect Delhi Dubai. So I was in London, everything is paid for. Then I was flying back, and then I flew from Delhi. So then I just had less than 5 hours transit say, and they put me in hotel.
Nice.
Inside the airport. It was almost 30,000 rupees, and it hurt me. Although it wasn't going out from my pocket.
Why it would hurt you?
No, I was there.
It's National
I
Geographic.
did not even sleep in that hotel. I was
Doesn't
just
matter.
awed. I was just awed by like, Yalama, there's like tennis ground, hotel, literally airport ki nansin, ngai ma thoma dinge ma, airport ki nansin, like 2 worlds, do the airport nazi, 2 worlds. Some people are hustling, another people relax, tennis chamidu, pool chair do. I'm like, and I was so odd that I did not sleep like in that bloody room. I just wasted that 30K like in.
How dare you? Because I'm personally pissed off because I used to travel in transit every time I come back from college, and I was asleep. I had to find a park bench, big bench in the transit room, Wi-Fi login bay, and So the fact that you went to the airport hotel and didn't even sleep there more.
Honestly, I wasted it hurt me. I was like, like.
Refund buy some. Refund.
I was like, damn, they pampered me like crazy. So over time, I realized there's 2 worlds. There are 2 worlds there.
Sure.
But ngadi riska, I feel like when I see those luxuries, when I see those like amazing services, I do get like, I remember that like, oh my God, I feel like flying sometimes. And when people say like, oh, DENKAR, of course, it's a pride to you. Do well, like, wait, and that's when like my mother comes in picture and she'll be like, always be grounded.
Yeah.
Always be humble, be grounded. Then I come back to my root and like they're saying like, no matter how far you fly, then you have to come to the ground. You land on the ground, So yeah. But I've realized over time, like I said, there are different worlds, and it depends on where you really want to be. Yeah.
Okay, so let's just last thing before we enter the wrap. When was it, in your point of view, at least your content creation journey or blogging, that you realized where the pick up that at least I can see something, whether it be earning or growth in the channel? When was that? Do you remember a particular moment in time, or was it like it just happened gradually? You didn't realize by that point.
No, honestly, everything became so relevant after I got His Majesty's audience, and probably that's when people thought like, oh, she's actually serious. And now with that huge blessing, like priceless blessing, which I didn't even see in my like 9 years dream, when I got that opportunity, I think people just took me like in next level sense, then people really started to follow me, and then it's like boom. But there was never that instant moment where I felt like, wow, this is the thing that made me big. Say no, it's all the small things. Like I said, you don't become like superstar overnight. No. Okay. 6 years it took me.
Okay, so some unsolicited advice who can you give to anyone who's pursuing a content creation journey, whether it be in travel vlogging or anything?
Yeah.
What would you say? 6 years
You just have to be authentic. I think authenticity takes you far. Then you don't have to care about how you look, how you speak, how people take you or think about you. You just be yourself. Then it's effortless. Like you cannot be conditioned. You cannot condition yourself to be someone else when you're not. Then you become very conditioned. Just like you said, like Sai was asking me, like, how do you want? What is your best pose? Like, I don't have one because I'm least bothered about best sightseeing. Otherwise, if I'm conditioned in that way where I need to look the best, then that will not be me, like authentically. So my only advice would be to be authentic. I think my secret of coming this far is my authenticity.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I would
so
agree. Yeah,
it's
I
the
think
authenticity.
one thing that people may say good things, or people say bad things about you, but one thing they can never take away is that you're being yourself. I think that I appreciate that you're that person.
Thank
and maybe
you.
that's the secret
It
of your
means a lot
success.
coming from you.
And I read that, I listened to your other podcast, you're saying that your following is very diverse,
Yeah, very
all walks of
diverse,
life,
yes.
ages.
It's
So I think because of that,
cross-generational, yes.
because of who you are, maybe that's why your audience is so, spread out.
Right? Yeah. But yeah, I thank them big time. They play a huge part. I stay very humble. Superstars, sometimes like artists, they think they are artists because of their talent. And I do not agree with that. You are artist because you have people watching you, hearing you.
Yeah.
If not because of audience, then you're nobody.
Yeah.
Like even us this show will not be successful without viewers. I'll not become Denkar's Getaway without people watching me.
Sure.
So then to be grateful is, I think, very important also. And to acknowledge the viewers. And I appreciate you acknowledging your 50 people who comments on your thing. But I think for me, it's a little tedious towards 50. Skip it.
It's not just commenting.
Sorry for that, yeah.
It's not commenting only, man.
Yeah.
They pay me $3 a month subscription. That's why it's called members. It's a membership program.
Oh, really?
Yes.
How does it work?
It's on YouTube. I was going to talk to you about that. YouTube side of memberships in Matoya. Enable it. People will give you money.
Oh,
But you give them perks. So my perk is a shout out and early releases for now.
People pay you $3.
Yeah, like Netflix.
How much did you make?
So do the maths.
How much did you make?
But then YouTube give tax guru. This I'm paying you to get Trump. Okay. Trump, forget about RRCO, I'm paying Trump tax.
Wait, why would you pay tax?
Because YouTube revenue tax over there. Every time through monthly the tax tong American tax.
Location gatina bay.
Location Japan. She got the much question. Australia.
Ngai chi text to ni mi.
She texted me, don't way.
Mi.
She told me,
Ngai chi TikTok gi to YouTube gi to ni mi.
last night she pay check name the minus maton say, Misia. Yeah, at least that's stone.
Remember.
Don't
I
stone.
exactly get the amount that reflects on the YouTube gi revenue na.
Which means I must have filed some tax button or something.
I think you must US ki citizen in si babes mujhe.
Matsu,
But
yes,
anyway, let's figure out that
Okay.
later. So YouTube ki na ngai this time.
So when it's
earnings mi.
memberships in Miyava,
okay.
so you can just join and you can make a tier system.
Alright.
So like right now I only have 2 tiers, but you can select how much you want the membership to be.
I see,
So right now I made it quite affordable, only $3. So every month they can. It's up to them whether to renew.
$3 is almost what?
Huh?
$260 Niltron. Yeah,
So that's why I'm giving shout out this. They're not just commenting; they're giving me from their pocket.
Give and take, huh?
I appreciate. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So let's
Thank
come
you,
to the wrap. Thank you.
Thank you for having me, and
Thank you
I'm so
for
happy
coming.
you're
What?
putting so much effort to make this happen. And yeah, I deeply appreciate that.
Thank you,
We,
Annie.
we need to have like more people doing podcast.
Yeah.
Not only inviting celebrities on the show, but also people beyond
Yeah,
who
yeah.
do so much but are unseen, unheard of.
Yeah. You recommend me some people, some unseen people with some great stories. That's
Go
what
there, travel beyond Thimphu. You're very mobile. All you need to do is just like carry these 2 mic and camera and just move around.
But I need to go with a plan, man, not just like pick any Tom, Dick, and head home the street and say, "Show, share that you do more
Yeah,
shows."
that's true. That's true. That's true.
Okay, so any towards the end, we always ask if you have anything you want to promote or what we say plug. So you can look in the camera and say hi, maybe watch this video or check this out, which is coming soon, or anything. Follow me. If you have anything to promote yourself, please. This is your opportunity.
I am the product.
Okay.
Do follow Denkar's Getaway if
At-
you're not.
What's the handle?
It's at the rate Denkar's Getaway. You'll find me on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. And also follow PSY-POD on YouTube. You'll have amazing content. And also heads up to Bubblicious for this juicy tea and anything else?
Fries.
And fries as well.
Yeah.
So
So again, thank you, Denkar. I'm
Thank
looking
you.
forward to the biggest trek so far, and also
you need to wait. That will
and
be
also,
towards end of this year.
and also the National Geographic documentary.
Yeah.
I'm looking
And my
forward.
book. And
Oh,
my
yeah,
second book is
the
coming
title
out
been
this
decided?
year. No, my title is The Tourist Within Him.
Part 2, yeah.
So it will be second edition, but I'm thinking I might have my face on the book. So that's like,
To sell.
I need to sell my face.
Yes, so if you want to buy her face, you stay updated. Mogi IG, the TikTok, the YouTube, the Sunale. And if this is the first time watching this podcast because of this face, please consider subscribing because of this face.
Yeah, if you're watching this podcast because of this face, please.
Go back to her channel and watch her go to Singit Zongbe. Okay. All right then. Until the next episode. Thank you. But before I say goodbye, can you help me read out the members? Shout out to Jingesh Consul. Yeah.
That you say me the
Yeah, just as much as you can. I like people.
I found that
make my guests. Just read it.
Unique name.
Just read. Just read.
Deki tttt, PSY-POD, 1 lakh buy semiti checharim time na. Oh, kokore money me PSY-POD, Lhazzy, NoPay, Wangdi, what? Inola, Chuksss, drakpaaa, RINXIN, Bonde, nga Deki girl. Oh, I love that name. Deki 18 Jan, choose Phuntsho Wangchen, why Gyelmo, why Choetsho gidi nga follow Ganya, mabino me. Oh, Choing, I know her. Okay, she follows me. Wow, that's so hurtful. MrMeow, Lhakee, Ugin Tag, Arsenal, Dhendupnw, Leo, TJ, Jimmy, Samdrup, Deki, GaZom. Thank you guys for not following me. I hope you'll follow me. Pelmo, S Pelmo, Nima Tops, Jamyangishe, Petso. Wow, Ming Zambai, Chimi, Ditenzi, Chimi, Jintaka, Nome, Kisheseme, Kazang Wangmo, Tashilapem. Oh, Tashilapem, she's a model.
Yeah.
Okay. Kazadem, I want problem guy. Nome, oh, you want problem? Let me know. I'll give you problem. Genin Hublo. Genin Hub, Pema, Pao, Toge. Oh, Genin Hub.
Yeah. The restaurant.
Restaurant. Oh, you promoted man
Yes, yes, yes.
Togi, Chance Pinky, Madness, Utron, Bhutan, Sonam Namwam, Ocean, Tashid Doji.
That's it. That's all.
Wow, thank you guys for following him, and I hope you all will follow me as well. See you all on the other side.
Wow, that's the outro. Okay, and help me clap. Okay, one, two, tuck. Okay, till the next episode and cut. That's all.